Greetings, mortals, and welcome to another episode of Zophar's Realm. I hope you're all doing well. It is finally time. The first time we've ever streamed Lunar 2 Eternal Blue for the PlayStation. Technically, Lunar 2 Eternal Blue complete. And we're getting kicked off with Toonami Demon. Thank you for redeeming Lucia's pendant, which actually comes from this game. That's right. There it is. She's wearing it. You can't really see it, but it's right there. It's over the A. Do you see it? Lucia's wearing that pendant. Oh, yeah. You can actually see it better in the Sega CD cover right here. Right here. See it?
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all.
Stupid sexy Flanders. So here's Lucia's pendant. Copyright 2000 working design. See, it says it right there. I've been waiting such a long time to play the PlayStation version for you all. I've only actually, despite playing the Sega CD version like 6 trillion times, I've only played the PlayStation version one time in 2000 when it came out. I bought this when I worked at Software Etc., now known as GameStop. I was 19 or 20 when the remake came out. This is a remake, but unlike Lunar Silver Star Story Complete, this does not change the whole game. This is a true remake in that it keeps the plot, it keeps the story, it keeps the soundtrack, but everything's just better. Lunar 1 is just an alternate universe. So, that all being said, first of all, Soda Pagoda, thank you so much for the 30 months. You have achieved the Chrysogrim, and you now can display your vampire hunting sword, courtesy of Alucard. Your support of the Realm of the Domain, Soda Pagoda, is greatly appreciated. Continue to enjoy the ad-free viewing, the emotes, and the sub-badges. Guess what I didn't add to the stream? Because we're in the PlayStation scene, I didn't add the advertising. Oh, dear. Well, now I have. See right there. There's the 2.5 year that Soda's got. The Chrysogrim. And I should probably fix the advertisement window so it looks right. There we go. And more like that. Yeah, that should be good. So there you go. As of this morning, we had 72 Partner Plus points. If we can just get 28 more points between today and July 31st, before the clock strikes midnight, we will have Partner Plus officially. I will stop badgering all of you. I apologize for the badgering about where we're at. And Twitch will give me, for at least 1 year, a 60-40 split. So thank you for all the support, everybody. Remember that Tier 1 is 1 point, Tier 2 is tier points, and Tier 3 is 6 points. New subs, resubs, and multi-month subs count. Gift subs and prime subs are appreciated, but do not count towards that qualification total. All right, enough about that. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? My voice is kind of back because I haven't streamed in a little bit. Deckard Bane, thank you for the 100 stream streak. Holy shit, that is over 5 months of watching streams in the Realm of the Domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. Mother Antares, thank you for the 5 stream streak. A week of watching streams in the Realm of the Domain is also greatly appreciated. And let's see who's all here. What's up, Fat Def and Credo, The Credo, Balinor, DJ Bacon Blade, Deckard Bane. But your Dark Mex has redeemed the cursed piratey gold. Shall we use the gold side or the black and gold side? I don't know, we'll just guess. How about this side? Alright, it's black and gold side. Sounds good to me.
Your return to sorrow is not part of our negotiations nor our agreement, so I must do nothing.
But yar! Chat, don't you understand? At first I must do nothing. Thanks so much, Dark Mex, for redeeming the piratey hat. The OG cheerer of the Realm of the Domain, this Dark Mex over here. This awesome Dark Mex 25. The Dark Mex 25. Don't you know that the chair continues to be high, says I, but while 'tis true. Exactly. But while 'tis true that my debauchery was my way of compensating, the rum may always be gone. And I may be the worst pirate you ever heard of. Ye have heard of me. Thanks, Gamers Upland. Sometimes you just gotta game over. You know, the word game over is in Gamers Uplink. You should change your name to Game Overs Uplink. I think that'd be awesome. Who would watch? I would watch Gamers Uplink more than I already do, and I watch him a lot. But I'd watch him even more if he was Game Overs Uplink. Like, wouldn't that be epic? I would do it. But I digress. Mother and Tyrus, good to see you. Connor, Disaster, how are you? Deckard Bane, hello. Soda Pagoda, how you doing? Gaijin, what's going on? What's going on?
Nor our agreement, so I must do nothing.
Yar, Necromancer Credis. Thanks for re-redeeming the pirate he had. Chair rum debauchery compensation. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the misfire. I got it loaded. That should not be happening. I have no clue. I have no idea what would cause that. Give me a sec to try to figure out why that would happen. Oh, shit. Fucking OBS. So, I downloaded and updated OBS today against my better thinking. I was like, there's a new version. I've been putting it off. I'll just update it. Unfortunately, I have no idea if the new version has a compatibility issue. I bet you it does. I bet you it has a compatibility issue with Touch Portal.
Wizard.
How much you want to bet? Oh boy. This may not be solvable. Give me a sec to think about this. It may or may not work. Hold, please. This is not a real misfire, by the way. I didn't do anything wrong. If I do something wrong, it counts. I didn't do anything wrong here. All I did was update OBS. So the WebSocket servo was disabled. I don't know if that is why it happened, so I just enabled it. I'm going to close my program and then reopen it. I'm going to see if that fixes it. Hold, please. Doodly-doo. Oh, doodly-doodle. Alright, Touch Portal is loading. Alright. And Touch Portal is indeed telling me that it cannot connect. Oh, dear.
Now then, what brings you to my inner sanctum?
Kefka, thank you for the 9 months total, 8 months of a streak of subscribing to the Realm of the Domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. Kefka, continue to enjoy the ad reviewing emotes and the sub badges. Alright, so yes, I am correct in that the reason it does not work is because OBS updated. Now, whether I can fix this or not, I'll find out in a second. So hold, please. Go spam sound effects for now or something exciting. You have my permission. You have my blessing and my permission. Doodly doodly doo.
It's a fucking wizard! No!
Oh, doodle doo. Oh, doodly. It sucks that this is happening right now, but
Feels like
it
I'm wearing
is what it
nothing at all.
is.
Stupid sexy Flanders!
Doodly.
I said give me the brandy!
It's a fucking...
Alright,
It's a
let's see.
fucking pirate! No!
What's screwing, bro? Sample my goods!
Oh, we wanna go look at Tech War again? Okay, let's go look at fucking Tech War!
Fire! 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 Fire!
Hello, Atlantic Highlands!
Yeah, basically.
I need TV for my bunghole.
But it comes with a free Frogut.
That's good.
The Frogut is also cursed.
That's bad.
Why do you look so down? Never give up. Never surrender.
Yeah, the annoying part right now.
Bees! The bees! The bees!
I am the great Cornholio.
Doodly doo.
Stop all the downloading!
Doodly doo.
Hey, man, I got 5 kids to feed.
Take him to the dentist.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Alright, here we go. Alright,
It's
I
a
think
cow's butt. Look, it's animated. Uh-oh.
I fixed it. The only way to know for sure
Wizard! No!
is to remove the cooldown.
Hi.
So,
Welcome to
here we
Zophar's
go.
domain. We're gonna save scum today.
It's a fucking...
The pizza.
The Ghoul Bus. Nope. Says right there. School bus.
I hope that Gamers Uplink
Mommy,
is proud
did
of
you
me.
get me the video game console
Because
I wanted?
it's not every day we fail here on the Realm of the Domain. Oodaloo. Alright, here it goes. Wait! No, me! How could I canon myself? Because Gamers Uplink failed! This is all your fault, Gamers failing. Gamer's uplink. I can in my brain, causing me pain. Now I need grog to lift all the fog. But I live to fight another day, me hearties. Alright. I feel like that was not fair. However, I do have a rule, don't I? I don't view that as a misfire, but I think it was a misfire for all of you. So, on the eve of Lunar 2, we're going to leave the cooldown off for you all. And, in keeping with my promise of how we run things here, I'm going to give the Gamers Uplink the points back.
You don't belong in this dimension, Zophar.
Gamers Uplink cheered 100 bits. Your fault.
Oh, I can't. Gamers Uplink. Why did you select it? Did you at least give your own points back? Because you're not in the queue anymore. That must have been you. Okay, well, there you go. Thank you for doing what I was going to tell you to do anyway. Gamers Uplink, thank you for the 100 bits, by the way. Your support of the Realm of the Domain is greatly appreciated. All right, who else we got here? I see Deckard Bane, Gaijin, Chuckman, how are you? Soda and Credo, I said hi to you. Who else we got? I'm scrolling, Ellipticus, what's going on? Draconic Dude, hello, Tsunami Demon. Credo, somehow a hype train conductor. It's the Phantom Train. Tsunami Demon, what's up? Necromancer Crutus, greetings and good health. Melpo, yo, what's happening? Fang83, how are you? Little Limp Noodle, what's going on? I also see this intro is now topical to the game being played. Indeed, it was very Lunar 2-ish. What happened to the Eye of the Beholder speedrun? Spike Misery, we're not doing that. No speedrun for me on that game. That game is done. I am finished with it. I am not going back to it. I thought I was done with that in 1994. I don't know how we got through it this time. It's all of you. Thank you for the moral support. But we're not going back to that. We will leave it to better people than I. Fat Def says, did you miss the Earthworm gym stream? No, that's on Gamers Uplinks. Someone took your pendant. I'm sorry, Spike Misery. I'll be doing well, Mother and Terrace. Melba says it's going to feel weird hearing the music of this game being tuned different than the Sega CD version. Yeah, so there's definitely going to be a difference, although the instruments will be different, and I kind of like some of the instruments a little better on the Sega CD version. The quality is so superior on the PlayStation version of said instruments that I'll take the maybe some of the instruments not being as good, but higher quality, than some of the instruments being really good and low quality. But, you know, you can look at it either way, for sure. I am now two-timing. Don't tell anybody, Spike Misery. Total Plan, how you doing? What's going on? Tsunami Demon says you want to buy this game again. It becomes dependent on other collectibles. All you have is what was in the jewel case. Yeah, so this comes with a lot of cool stuff, actually. So, obviously, I've been wearing the pendant, so it's beat to hell at this point, but I don't care. I actually figured it out on stream. I gotta find a clip of that, of me discovering that I had this pendant 2.5 years ago, because it was just sitting in the box. So here's the Lunar 2 Omake box, with a bunch of stuff I've never opened. So, like, there's like these little cardboard stand-ups of Athena, Hero, Borgin. Well, Borgin. Lumina. Anyways, Nal and Leo. I don't know if Mystere's in here. I only see Leo. Leo's not Mystere. And then this is where the pendant, what I'm wearing right now, this was housed in this little pouch. And I've opened it up for the first time on stream 2.5 years ago. I was like, wow, what's this? And then we also have the map of Lunar, 1,000 years on. So it looks like this. See?
Sample my goods!
And then on the other side, we have what my Discord profile has as a graphic, which is this nice little poster of Lucia, Hero, and Ruby. And there's the blue star in the background. So that's cool. I hope you're doing well, Dark Max. It's good to see you. But that's not all. That's just the Omake box. Doodle-doo. Doodle-doo. It also has this really fucking cool manual. Hardcover. Yes, that is blue. Your eyes do not deceive you. I've never actually read through this, ever. I'm scared to, like, break it, but look at these pages. It's so good. Look at this artwork. Like, why don't they make stuff like this anymore? It just drives me fucking bonkers. So, that's the Lunar 2 manual. And then it also comes with the demo of Lunar 2, as well as the soundtrack. Now, when I say the soundtrack, it's more like soundtrack highlights, because it's only 24 tracks, and there's a lot more than 24 tracks. But they're good. What's on here is good. The demo's on this side. Doodly-doo. Doodly doodly doo. And then, of course, we have the game, which unfortunately my version, I don't know what happened. At some point I cracked the case. I feel bad about that. It's in good shape otherwise. There's disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, and the making of disc. Yes, Lunar 2 is on 3 discs, just like Final Fantasy 7. Exactly. 2. Oh, doodly. So that is the Lunar 2 game. And this is not like, it's not a collector's edition. There's only one edition. This was back when, you know, to get a quality game presentation, you didn't have to buy a certain version of the game. You could just get the game, and they were nice enough to package it awesomely. You know, Vic Ireland gets a ton of hate because of some of the decisions he's made. But man, he could package a game and he could sell it. And he could get it to the audience that he was looking for. So, nah. I love working designs. I always will. And that's that. You can take that to the bank. Who else we got here? Gamers Uplink said hi to you already. G. Levian, brother of mine. Hope you're well. Chris Collette. Yeah, we had a misfire, but it's not my fault. It's OBS's. We fixed it, though. Who else we got here? They're all poor. Tsunami Demon says everything works. An update will fix that right up. Yeah, exactly, Tsunami Demon. You got it. Credo says that I saw Gamers Uplink cannoning me, so broke the cannon on purpose. Wait! No, Gamers Uplink! How could you time the cannon exactly when I was talking to Credo? You didn't even put the pirate hat back on. Gee, cannon in my brain causing me pain. Now I need grog to lift all the fog. But I live to fight another day, me hearties. No accidents, says Fat Dev. Indeed I am, Chris Collette. Indeed I am in this game. Excuses to get away from Touch Portal. Yeah, but what would I replace it with, so to be good? That's the question. What would I replace it with? 21 cannon salute for the cannon. Oh, we gotta add to the cannon, too. Add cannon. There we go. Who else we got here? I'm scrolling, I'm gonna get a cannon in the face. What's up, Marmbo? It's good to see you. Doodly. Zophar has died 20 times. Oh, we still got the death counter going. Hey, I gotta fix that. Ruby might be a little mad. Who else I see? Who else do I see? Buzzum Frog. This game is okay. This game is freaking awesome. This is my favorite video game of all time. Like a Twin Dragon says, you're still happy you managed to get us even though it was missing the pendant. Yeah, I mean, and you can buy the pendant separately. I'm sure they're selling them on eBay somewhere. You know, I just like the cool factor of it. So, I wear it. Hopefully the PlayStation soundtrack is at least better than the Silver Star Story Complete. Yes, good news on that front, Kefka. The soundtrack keeps the music intact. The only thing is, because it's PlayStation MIDI, that some of the instruments might not be quite the way you remember them. Like, for example, the Omni Zophar track I thought was better on the Sega CD. But the quality, instead of being 8-bit, 32 kilohertz, whatever, or 22 kilohertz downsample job they did to squish all the PCM stuff on the Sega CD soundtrack, this one is full quality, 16-bit, 44 kilohertz. It's just, it's midified. So, pros and cons, but I think overall the PlayStation soundtrack is mostly better because the music's still the same music. The compositions are still the same compositions. And the story's intact. They just make it all better. Buzzin' Frog, I remember manuals. Would I say it's Eternal Blue? I would give you a rim shot for that Tsunami Demon. There you go. You read it many times back in the day, but it's been a few days. Haha, but that's a double rim shot. You just had the most disappointing pizza steak you think you've ever had, G-Levy? Where'd you have it from? Not from Aldo's, right? Spike Major says you thought the demo was for Vanguard Bandits. Was it? Am I wrong? Uh-oh. You might be right. I have Vanguard Bandits, actually. Here, let's see. This is, if you remember from the other day, the disc got stuck. No, this is definitely the Lunar 2 demo disc.
Begin my game.
Let's see.
And your nightmare.
Definitely not Vanguard Bandits. Oh, doodly-doo. And then the soundtrack is on the left. doodly-doo, oh, doodly-doo. By the way, I love all versions of every song in this game on both versions. Unlike, honestly, the only thing I didn't like about Lunar 2 was in the Sega CD version, the load times were sucky. I never really cared for the blah, 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 when you fight a battle. The random battles were kind of crazy in it. And the save system was horrible with the magic experience shit. Good news, this gets rid of all that crap. Quality of life, baby, alright. So honestly, whereas I say the Sega CD version is my favorite version of Lunar Silver Star, this is my favorite version of Eternal Blue, despite only playing it one time and playing the Sega CD version a gazillion times. The problem is I played this a gazillion times between 1995 and 2000, then I played this, and then I never played either one again until 2 years ago on stream. So figure that one out. But, you know, I have my memories. Spike Misery says you think it was $59.99. Yep, that was right. That was how much I paid. $60. Isn't that crazy? $60 for this. Isn't that wild? Yep. Oh, so good, Show Me York. So good. I hope you're doing well. Oh, sorry. Schmelly Orc. Schmelly Orc. I see what you did there. Soundtrack, such good quality. The box is what drew you to it back in the day. Same. Agreed, Trash Cat, Heck and Shock. What's up, Surprise Bees? Welcome on in. Yes, indeed, they did do Lunar 1 the same way. Although there's less going on in the Lunar box than the Lunar 2 box. They give you more. Look at the difference in thickness. See? And then this is the original Sega CD Lunar. And if you're wondering why mine isn't silver embossed, that's because I was one of the first ones to buy Lunar. Like when it came out, I bought it. And later on, they made another pressing of it that actually had silver embossed Lunar. This is not a counterfeit copy. I bought this in 1993. This is the real deal. Look, it even has the original ESRB on it, too. When it wasn't the ESRB, it was the VRC, the Video Game Rating Council. Got an MA13. So, yeah. Doodly. Can we all just say the Sega CD case is superior? I mean, they're all great. It's hard for me to decide which I like better. I like them both. They're both very aesthetically pleasing. There are days where I'm having a bad day at work, and if I'm home doing laptop stuff, I'll just turn over to my collection and I'll stare at the Lunar games. They're so satisfying, as McCall would say. Because, you know, timing, gamers uplink, yeah, right. You may dig through the old room, Spike Misery, see if you can find your pendant. You have the paper part of it came out, though. I got you. If you can't find it, you could probably buy it on eBay. Can't be that bad, price-wise, right? Finally, I'm playing the perfect game. It is the perfect game. I agree, Falkenfarn. I hope you're well. It's good to see you. Tsunami Demon says you do have the collectibles that came with Lunar Silver Stars Harmony for PSP. It came with bromide cards. Oh, God. Tsunami Demon, do you still have those bromide cards? I'd love to see them in the Discord. G. Levy says Original Village. Oh, well. Man, that was you. I told you. I don't want to go deep into this on the stream, but I told you what was in that sauce. I worked there, remember? I worked at Original Village for a time. I told you about this, right? Not gonna say it here, but I warned you. Don't make that mistake again. Tsunami Demon says you like both versions of Omni Zophar. Sometimes you're in the mood for one or the other. Yeah, I mean, I prefer the Sega CD version just because I like honestly, it's one instrument. It's the instrument that's the choir. In the Sega CD version, because it's digital, you get I love that. In the PlayStation version, it's not as pronounced. It sounds more like synth. It sounds more like you would press a keyboard key on like an old Yamaha synthesizer from 1992. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that as much. Because, I mean, it's Zophar, right? Zophar. But outside of that, honestly, that's really... It's little... Like, I'm mincing stuff at this point. Those are little things. They're not major things at all. Mostly this game, 97 to 98% of this game, I think they improved upon the Sega CD version, so it's fine by me. Rankasal says, what am I doing sneaking into other people's streams and startling us? This tune does rock. By the way, GG's again to GOG0. I don't know if he got... Oh, GOG0, you are here. Hold on, I'll say hi. Hi, GOG0. I'm looking at the chat down here, but I'm still looking at the OBS chat over here. Congratulations, GG, on beating Chrono Trigger. A very, very well-fought battle with Lavos. Sudbugoda says you're gone to the store while I ramble for another 30 minutes. Is it going to be 30 minutes? I hope not. If you want to say the Sega CD case is superior, didn't I read that already? A Brazilian times. I will have to get around to playing these games. They're so good. Rankasal says we can't. Yoshino Rabito, I love this game. Really hope they add this to the PSN sometime. I agree. That'd be great. Let more people see it. The box is clean. It is. Or are you talking about yours? A doodly doodle. What does the game manual say? Does it offer any story, character intros? Oh, it says a lot of things, Fat Duff. Here, hold on. Now you're proving Soda Pagoda right, though. He's like, oh, Zophar's gonna ramble for an hour. Might have it. There's a lot to ramble about with this game. I mean, it's just everything's so good. So let's see. So on the front page it says, we are delighted that you have chosen Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Complete to play on your PlayStation game. Wait! No, Chuckman! I'm trying to read a fireside chat of Lunar 2 Eternal Blue! Now I can't
Fire,
read it.
fire, fire, fire.
Chuckman, you cannon my brain, you caused me the pain, and now I need grog to lift all the fog. But I let the fight another day, me hearties. But yeah, so he basically just goes on to talk about, like, thanks for buying Lunar 2 and yada yada. Continue to tell us what you want. Then there's some table of contents. It talks about the controller. There's an interview with Yoichi Miyagi, the executive producer of Lunar 2. And there's some art over here. And then there's a whole thing about the story. So it says, story. Welcome back to the magical world of Lunar. Over 1,000 years have passed since Dragon Master Alex and his companions crushed the evil ambitions of Galleon and rescued Luna. From that time forward, Lunar was at peace. With the passing of time, however, the details of that epic conflict were lost, but ancient writings scattered in the ruins around Lunar bear silent witness to Lunar's mysterious past. A boy named, oddly enough, Hiro, is fascinated by these stories. He lives with his grandfather Gwyn, an archaeologist, who has shown him the wonder of history. Now Hiro and his longtime friend Ruby often steal away to explore the ruins nearby, even though Gwyn has told them not to go without him. So that's this page right here. That's Hiro, and that's Ruby right here. We do have Ruby emotes, by the way, if you're a subscriber. The story that fascinates Hiro most is the one that tells of the time when Althena lived in human form. A dragon master named Alex controlled the 4 dragons, and a magic city flew in the sky. To most, these stories seem like fairy tales, but to Hiro, they seem just as real as the smell of Grandpa Gwyn's liniment in the morning. Many believe that the inhabitants of Lunar lived up... Wait! No Gamers Uplink! Really? I'm trying to read the story of Lunar 2, you fool! You're such a fucking failure, but I love you.
Fire, 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 fire.
Gamers Uplink. You cannon my brain, and you caused me so much pain, and now I need grog to lift all the fog. But I let the fight another day, me hearties. Credo's right, I should have blocked it with the book. Many believe that the inhabitants of Lunar lived on the blue star before the goddess brought them to this world. Hiro hopes to find a link between this world and the blue star by exploring the ancient ruins near his grandpa's home. There are so many questions to be answered, and unfortunately for all, the answers are coming. This is Lucia. We have a Lucia emote too, by the way, everybody. And then she's wearing, if you can see it over here, she's wearing the pendant. The pendant. The pendant. The pendant. So now, really? Gamers Uplink, you literally just redeemed a cannon 15 seconds ago! This cooldown thing sucks. Why must you keep cannoning my brain? This must be revenge for all the times I trolled you in your fucking stream. But I live to fight another day, my hearties. So yeah, Toonami Demon says you just got Lunar 2 for the PS1. That's just what's in the jewel case for $60 in 2016. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I got all of it for that. You need some hot null action, says Marmbo. What is the game? Oh, I answered that. Yep, saw that. Spike Misery says you only found one on eBay for $14. You went ahead and ordered it. There you go. Marcus says, how weird does it make you if you bought the strategy guide for the original Sega CD Lunar without ever in the game? That doesn't make you weird. That makes you awesome. It also makes me wish that I was you and I had that strategy guide, because sadly back then I did not have like a means to like any of the mail away stuff, like which required you to like put a check in there. I could never convince my parents to do, and I was too young at that point. I was still, you know, a kid. I wish I had it. A me to stringy, that sucks, G Levy. You'll take pictures of the content of the PSP and post in Discord. Thanks, Tsunami, that's awesome. GOG0 again, GG on Chrono Trigger. Sound like a maniac, I'm a maniac. Yeah, like a twin dragon. That's a good analogy. The Gradius 3 arcade situation. It definitely is a step down. That's the one thing I don't like. Spike Misery says you remember now. You wore it to school one day and a girl wanted it. You gave it to her and it never lasted long. F! Turbo Nixter says you did the same thing. That's awesome. Rankasal, you had blackened chicken, Alfredo pasta. That sounds good. Wait, Melpo, no! How can you listen to Gamers Uplinks fake? Oh!
Fire! 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 It's fire!
Melpo cannon in my brain, causing me pain. Now I need grog to lift all the fog. But I live to find another day, me hearties. It's a fucking pirate. No. So I guess I gotta add another cannon. Are we up to 200 yet? We gotta be getting close. Suntop Kinseeker, how you doing? You named your TV motherfucking. So when you ask Google to turn your TV on or off, Google says sure, turning the motherfucking TV off. But you gotta do it, Suntop. You gotta do it in like a Samuel L. Jackson voice. They're not. Thanks, Vulcan Farmer, for blaming Canada. I know I do. Yeah, you gotta put it in a Samuel L. Jackson voice. Then you'll really have it. You were eating that during the Lavas fight. Nice. It was a good fight that GOG0 had. He beat Lavas handily. It does. In the meanwhile, I'll start the game. We're getting there. Spikeman says you're abundantly found the story jumped to 1,000 years. No, Gamers Uplinks, we're never gonna start if you keep cannoning my fucking brain. God, you suck.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Gamers Uplink brain cannon, blah, 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 blah. But me hearties, wink, there. Oh, yeah, and we gotta add cannon. There, all the things. Okay. Spike Misery, name change to Cannondorf. Ooh, that's a good one. They're always bullying me, Rangozel. Why are they bullying me? You think you need to cannon me again? No! Blah, 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 blah. You'll probably stop now, except you didn't. Suntop Kinseeker says that makes sense. The portion of the stream is canon. This is the canon stream. Anyone else enjoying the IT Schadenfreude and Circling World right now? This is Schadenfreude, actually. I had a rough day, though, because I'm in IT, sort of, so... You didn't mail away. It was at GameStop. Oh, that's awesome. I wish I had been able to get it at GameStop. Mine didn't have it. When I was at Software Etc. in 2000 for the PlayStation version, we didn't have that one. And I didn't really go there for... Oh, my God. Gamers Up. I'm going to turn the fucking cooldown off in a minute if you keep cannoning my fucking brain.
Yeah, he's done.
Me hearties. Game over. Alright, there's another cannon for you all. Just for you.
But it comes with a free Frogut.
That's good.
The Frogut is also cursed.
Let's see
bad.
here. Chat, do not take my
Oh
my
God.
HPs.
The
It's
weeds,
like
the
you ever
weeds,
watch
the weeds,
do you
the
remember when we
weeds.
streamed and we had not Boss Monster, what the fuck was it called? Boss Level or Boss something? I can't remember what the hell it was called. It was something Boss. Maybe it was Bit Boss? Was that it? Bit Boss. Does anybody remember this? It was like Bit Boss? Marmba wants to know if you can purchase stackable cannon shields from using points. I wish we could do that. We'll have to implement something like that.
Oh, we want to go look at Tech War again? Okay.
It's specifically Gamers Uplink is leading the charge here. No, Franksters! You're just mad that I hold 7 of 8 virtual highlight records! I still hold 7 of them.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Franksters, cannon brain pain bubble up. Me hearties. Okay, we're almost through everything. Fulkin Farnell, you actually enjoyed the Zophar prologues about the game. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed it. 8 hours straight of cannons, at least for a little bit. I'm probably going to turn the cooldown off in a little bit. Too dead for more. 145 stream streak, DJ Bacon Blade. Thank you for the strong support of the realm and the domain. That is like 7? Over 7 months of watching streams in the realm of the domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. Darkmax, thank you for the video of Nightmare. Falcon Farm for the video of the weeds. Darkmax for video of beginning my game. Franksters for cannoning my brain. And Franksters for the 3 stream streak. Your support is appreciated. Rankasal says you should be ashamed of yourselves. That was good timing, wasn't it, Son of Good Seeker? Slide you some points and you'll join an F. Doesn't work like that. Can't share points. Who else we got here? I'm even you're behind the console release until the game keeps you missed a lot. I made you feel better. Good. I'm glad, G. I want you to feel better. Can you use points to purchase stackable cannon shields? I already answered that. No! Deckard Bane, we're almost to the end. Look, I just saw Suntop Kinseeker going da 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 da. Full ahead. Cannon brain water drink. Tongue blah blah blah. And then add cannon. I'm eventually going to catch up to chat. You'll see. Sometimes you want to get a replica One Ring. Oh, the One Ring. Yeah, my son actually has one. I got him one, but it's the wrong color. He wanted it in blue, and I was like, you know the One Ring is gold, but apparently they made a blue version of it with the Mordor writing, so I got him the blue one. That was like 2 years ago. You just realized I mentioned Tech War in The Simpsons. Did they full confirm what they say about it? You're waiting until I'm done to you before you redeem something. Oh boy. What's up, har pirate? Yar, indeed, we are playing Lunar 2 Eternal Blue for the PlayStation. Oh, we're about to. Tonight redeems a challenge. Start the game. Level impossible.
I'm gonna get a cannon to the face.
Buzzum Frog says the man's had enough cannons to the face for a lifetime. His entire chat needs to be shot out of a cannon. I know, right? You're awful. Gamers Uplink says it's been 46 minutes yet and you haven't started the game. I wonder why that is, Gamers Uplink. Can anyone in chat guess why I haven't started the game yet? Why do you think that would be? What would cause such an anomaly? The anomaly. All right, it's time to start. That's like a Blue Man Group song. It's time to start. Do. Glotto, we're about to press start. Look, I even have the PlayStation controller in my hand for once. Oh, and you made me burp. Excuse me. Glotto, cannoning my brain, causing me pain. Now I need grog to lift all the fog. But I live to burp another day, me hearties. And with that, let's seriously start the game. If I press start and you keep cannoning me, you're gonna miss some really cool cinematics. So get it out of your system now. There's any more cannons, get them out of your system. Because if you cannon me during this, you will miss cool cinematic stuff. And this game has a lot of cool stuff. Going once, going twice before I put the cooldown back to the normal number. Now that we have fulfilled the hour of misfire. All right, it is back to the normal 30-minute cooldown. The pirate's going to have to pee soon. Which Lunar is better? It's a tough one, man. This will always be my favorite. But this will always be the game that solidified my love of RPGs. Before that, I dabbled in them. Shining in the Darkness, Shining Force, Dragon Warrior, Xanadu action RPG. But once this came out, I started consuming RPGs like nobody's business in 1993. Till then, I was just dabbling in them. And I loved it. So I would say they're both amazing. Lunar 2 gets the edge because it's the Zophar's the main game. All right, is everybody ready? Can you hear the music okay? Is the level good? Is my voice good over the music? Too low, too loud? Does it look graphically right? I made it a 4:3 aspect ratio so that it appears the way that it should have appeared on the TV when it came out. Actually, I think if I remember, there's a black bar at the top on TV. I made it so that there's no more black bar. So just, if it looks strange to you, tell me, and I can put it's weird. It's not like black bars. I mean like a black bar at the top. Like the resolution's really weird. It's like, here, I'll show you. It's like the most non-standard resolution ever.
So I must do nothing.
It's like, yeah, it's like 352 by 222. Like, how weird do you get resolution-wise? And your Suntop Kidseeker, thanks for redeeming the piratey hat. The chair continues to be high. He says, "Aye, but what is true? That's my debaucheries and way of compensating that I may always be gone. And maybe those pirates you've heard of. Ye have heard of me." Wink. All right, now we can start. Here goes. The game shall now commence. The commencement of the game.
Hanging silently in space.
And you're still going to see bars on the side
shadow
of the
of the blue
cinematics.
star was once a lonely, barren place, unfit for habitation. However, Althena took pity on that world and transformed it into a place of beauty and wonder. She called the new world Lunar. Time and circumstance conspired to force Althena to populate Lunar with people from the blue star, and, just as on the world from which they came, life was held in a delicate balance. Through times of peace, war, chaos, and battle, the blue star loomed as the only constant in the new world. Thousands of years passed, burying the origin and purpose of the blue star in the sands of time. Eventually, inhabitants of Lunar forgot why the blue star was there or how it came to be, until a girl awakened that could join the two worlds, or tear them apart forever.
Tear them apart? If you're just coming on in, we are playing the PlayStation remake of Lunar 2 Eternal Blue, which is known as Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Complete. The way this game is, the cinematics are going to have the weird bar over it, because the resolution of the cinematics is different than the resolution of the game itself. The PlayStation was one of those weird systems of the time that could do a whole bunch of different weird resolutions, so nothing you can really do about it other than just know that the cinematics are going to be like that. And they didn't fill the screen on a real TV either back then. Forever? Gallion, is that you? Under 60 minutes, right? I'm getting better, Soda, see? I cut it by like 7 minutes. Oh no! Don't worry, it's just an outline. Just don't focus on it, we're fine. That's Twitch's goofy rules. Some guy in a hat says resolution of the cutscene is different from resolution of the game. You play Phantasmagoria with the GF the same way. Yeah, Phantasmagoria is like that too. You never played the Sega CD version before? That's okay, Rankosal. The PlayStation version, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but I was saying that I think this is superior to the Sega CD version in most of the aspects, other than a couple instrument soundtrack things. Because they get rid of the random battles, which I never minded random battles, but Lunar 2's random battles were something else. So that's better in the PlayStation version. And then the save experience system, you used to have to use experience to save, which is fucking crazy. They got rid of that in the PlayStation version. Honestly, Vic added that on himself. That wasn't in the Japanese version of the Sega CD one anyway. So yeah, so if you haven't played Lunar 2 at all in either, get the PlayStation one first. Person who introduced you to Lunar, she used to roleplay Lucia. Oh, that's awesome. Lucia is awesome. You know, we have a Lucia emote for anyone who subscribes here. We have a Lucia emote, we have a Ruby emote, we have a Nal emote, we have a Luna emote. Here's the Luna ones. That's Lunar 1 and Lunar 2. Here's Lucia, who you just saw, giving the side eye. Doodly doodly doo. Yep, Soda Pagoda's got the rest there. Nal's on the left, and Ruby's on the right. Nal and Ruby are in Lunar 2. Nal's also in Lunar 1. Emotes covering the beginning credits. A GG streamer. That's okay, we're making it better. There's Vic Ireland. The controversial Vic Ireland. To some, not to me. I think he did great. He just did some dumb things too, and that's fine. We all do dumb things. A doodly-doo. Oh, I got you, some guy in a hat. You gotta build up your collection. Over time, you'll get some. You remember reading about Lunar 2 on Game Fan magazine? I loved Game Fan. Game Fan had these glossy pages that, graphically, everything was so different back then. No one pays attention to this stuff anymore, unfortunately. But, like, you want to talk about presentation, like how this has presentation? Game Fan magazine was like working designs with their magazines. It just looked fucking beautiful. And I wish that it had survived. I thought Game Fan was great. Oh, doodly-doo, doodle-doo, doodly-doodle-doo. What, musically, Melpo, or are you just talking about? Suntop says the game is a guilty pleasure, PSX is more so. You view it as a guilty pleasure? I mean, I find, like, Tech War is like Rig's guilty pleasure, or Virtual Highlight is my guilty pleasure. How come you would count this as a guilty pleasure? Tell me your thoughts.
Oh, we're going to go look at Tech War again? Okay.
Zophar 1 Lucia, Zophar 1 Bouillon, Zophar 1 Dark Goddess.
Fell Sorcerer, thank you so much for the 7 months at Tier 2. Your support of the Rumble Domain is greatly appreciated. Continue to enjoy the ad-free viewing emotes and the sub-badges. And that is a beautiful selection of Lunar emotes. And you've got Galleon right there in the middle between Lucia and Luna. My word. Naked Lucia. It's just a silhouette. Yes, it is, Fat Duff. The pendant that you see her wearing is indeed the pendant, which comes from this box right here. Doodly. The pendant? Yeah, now she is. The bromide cards that came with the PSP version will definitely be a guilty pleasure. That might be a guilty pleasure. You have a guilty pleasure, you're not sure you want to say what it is? Which doesn't let you focus on it. Oh, you could, but not here. Anniversary stream is going to be less cool. What do you mean? Anniversary stream is going to be amazing. It's just not going to be Lunar 2. It'll be something crazy. Dude, it's like ice and snow and she's not wearing nothing. No problem, Fat Def. I love this game. But you see what I mean? Like, if you played the have you played the Sega CD version?
This is not the time for my awakening.
True that, Toonami Demon. A good 50% of your favorite games are guilty pleasures like Bubsy 3D. One day we're going to have to do a jank day and I'll do Bubsy. I don't know how far I'll get. I've never played it, but I've seen it played. It's horrible.
Something's gone terribly wrong.
Something's gone terribly wrong. Oh my god. What are we talking about? I didn't see nothing. She is badass. Sometimes because you're a late young teen adult playing the game. This game is kind of risque. Oh, right. You need a spanking. Discipline feels good. We have a few of those sound effects on here, if you remember. This is not the time for my awakening. There you go. There it is. There it be. Doodly. Yeah, you see, when you're not in the cinematics,
Sample my goods.
The resolution goes back to... It's the strangest resolution ever. It's 352 by 222. Has anyone ever seen a resolution like that before? It's the weirdest resolution. And if I left it if I left it the way it was, you'd have this weird... Like, see how... And now we're back to that resolution, which is the cinematics. You'll get used to it.
Ruby, did you say something?
I got you sometime, Kid Seeger. I'm tracking with you now. I'm tracking with you.
Oh, great. Don't tell me you're hearing voices now.
Indeed,
I'm sure I
Seeger.
heard something.
Indeed.
I should have brought Grandpa's chisel. This is way harder than I thought.
Hurry up and get the dragon's eye. The timer's almost run out on the trap.
This was originally a
trap?
Saturn title. In Japan, the Lunar 1 and 2 were on the Saturn. But Vic Ireland refused to work with Sega after Bernie Stolar left Sony for Sega.
Why didn't you tell me about that earlier?
I did, but you were too wrapped up in getting the jewel to listen.
Oh yeah, the jewel. Hold on, I've almost got
Bernie Stolar
it.
infamously didn't like RPGs.
Hurry, hero.
So, his loss.
There, I got it.
Right Sapphire Jewel. It's beautiful, and it's all ours. Would it technically be guilt or shame? Yep, the Saturn version.
What's that rumbling?
I've thought about buying the Saturn version.
Oh,
They made a lot more.
The exit's closing.
They're a lot less rare than the US version. So I was thinking of just having it to own it, but I never bought it. Like, my local game store sells them for like 40 or 50 bucks. They're also not in like presentation like this either. That's only in the US. Am I going to point out the USA humor? Yeah, most of it.
Oh, hero, don't die
I
on
don't
me.
think this one...
You just can't die.
I don't think Lunar 2 had nearly as much of the controversial stuff.
I'm okay, Ruby.
Albert
It's
Odyssey
just a
was
few bruises.
the big one.
Okay, that's it. No more exploring for us. I can't do this anymore, hero. We always end up getting in some sort of...
Ruby, listen.
Yeah, I got no excuse for the Albert Odyssey one. But the rest of the games, I mean, it's the 90s.
Come on, Ruby, let's get out of here.
What's up, Shilrai? The greatest Hydra in the land? No cry, Ruby, no crying. There's no crying in
looks
Lunar.
like you've caught us in another messy
Very Tom Hanks
situation.
of you.
Oh, by the way, if you haven't figured it out, my name is Hero, and the flying cat is named Ruby.
She's not a cat.
She says she's actually a baby red dragon.
This is why Hero gets the crap
I don't
kicked
know
out
if
of
I
him by
quite believe her. She doesn't care though. We've been friends for what seems like forever.
Yeah, AK underleveled, exactly. What's up,
My
the
grandfather
rig?
Gwen is an archaeologist who taught us how to explore ancient ruins like this. Well, not exactly like this. Grandpa'd have a coronary if he saw me in this kind of danger, but you get the idea. I think it's so cool that these dungeons and ruins that time forgot can be found and explored by someone like me.
What's up, Minnow Fox? Hope you're doing well.
The world I live in today is a result of things that happened long ago. Someday, I'll gather enough information from ruins like these to prove that.
Don't forget your Amazon Prime subs, guys. Right, isn't that how you say it, Rig? Don't forget your Amazon Prime subs. The hero bravely ran away. Rig, you gotta play the Lunar games, man, I'm telling you. You're really missing out if you don't play them soon. Gotta play them. Phew, that was too close for comfort. One of those infernal ghouls singed my wings. But hey, it's just a small price to pay for that huge jewel we found. Uh-oh, we better head back to Grandpa's house before he starts to worry about us. It is doodly-doo. All right, let me just refamiliarize myself with the controls. By the way, do these look familiar to anybody? These were our sub-badges when I first started Zophar's Realm in 2022. We had an item one, we had a magic one, and there was 2 others. And then I gave them to G. Levy. So if you look at G. Levy's sub-badges now, I basically gave them to him, if you were curious. So, in the Sega CD version, if you would try to save, the game let you save anywhere but indoors, right? Except, it would charge you what they called magic experience every time you saved. And you would use magic experience to get magic spells. That's how you would level in the Sega CD version. This forced you to choose between saving the fucking game, and it was a very hard game. Lunar 2 is not easy. Lunar 2 is difficult. Not as bad as 7 Saga, but it's difficult. Or getting upgrades for spells. And if you didn't upgrade your spells enough, you would have big problems with beating the game. So it was ridiculous. And I beat it that way. The PlayStation version gets rid of the magic experience thing's gone. It doesn't exist. And saving is free. You want to save? Just hit save. You're good to go. So again, another quality of life thing that I really am happy with. You get 2 saves per slot, is what it gives you. Or no, it actually gives you 4 saves per slot. Okay, yeah, 4 in slot 1. There's no memory card in slot 2, so it would give you 4 if there was. Okay, fine. Then there's tactics. You can choose the order in which you appear, and you can choose like how Phantasy Star 4 works. Lunar 2 lets you do the same thing. I generally don't like tactics. I like to just fight manually. But I will change the order, I think. Do I want to put Hero in the front? Do I want to move him here? We'll leave him here for now, see how that works. Option-wise, we want vibration on auto so that it vibrates when it needs to. Window style, solid or clear? I like clear. Window color? Any preference here? Red looks cool, but I kind of like blue better. Spell names off, adult voice is off. If you got annoyed by, like, discipline feels good, which I can't imagine you would, you could just do it there. Weren't we all some tough conceit? Dragonfact says, didn't the PlayStation version add auto battle? That already existed. That was AI, and that was in the original Lunar as well. Rankin Sausage used to play the Silver Star Story intro song whenever you were depressed. Oh, I listened to that song a lot too. It always lifted me up. The Sega CD version was darker, but I liked both of them. But that's awesome that you were able to use it to bring some positivity going. The soundtrack in both games is so damn good. Definitely mood changing. Ruby the Hero, come in Hero. This is the rock that nearly pasted us, remember? We can't go back into the dragon ruins unless we can find another way inside. We're not going anywhere with this thing corked in the cave. Alright, I guess we're not. I'll say it's a doodle-a-doo. So because this game doesn't have random battles, they'll sometimes add things that weren't in the original, but not that much. Like, it doesn't change nearly as much as Lunar 1 did. This is much more faithful. There's no battles in the overworld here, so you just kind of walk around, and you won't hit any battles. But then you have stuff like this, which did not exist in the Sega CD version. This is how you end up with battles. So you see how it didn't go for those who remember the Sega CD version. So yeah, see AIs right here. They were not really damsels in distress. They were like real people. That's one reason I loved it so much. Your mom made jokes and then admitted having a crush on Racer X when she was young. Wasn't worried Speed Racer was an anime. She broke the news to her while laughing. It's not strange as you think. Now listen, when they do a really good job of creating characters you care about. That's absolutely something that can happen. Control. Yeah, see, these are the sub badges we used to have. Do I have spells yet? I have Boomerang. We'll try Boomerang and see how it works. On and on again.
Dodge this!
Dodge this! Doodle 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 doo. Doodle doo. Yeah, Ruby can help you too, which is a cool little thing that she does. She did it in the Sega CD version too, but she helps a lot more in this version. So we'll do the same thing. This time we'll attack, actually. A-da-doo-da-li-doo-da-li-doo. Yeah, he gets 2 attacks. That didn't really work too well. Oh, shit. Yeah, we're using Boomerang. Oh, that's not good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's our item situation look like? We have herbs. Or I could just use Boomerang. Use Boomerang. Doodly-doo. 5 experience points and 6 silver gain. This is another quality of life improvement. They changed the music here. The original one just went do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, which was eh. This actually sounds like U1 music, so I like that too. So yeah, welcome to at least another 40 hours of doo-doo. What do you mean there's no doo-doo here? This is quality gaming. Running away from all those flaming monsters and giant boulders really wore me out. Hero, why don't we stand at the statue and send a prayer of love to Althena? I always feel better after a blessing from the goddess. Now here's another thing. In the Sega CD version, you could spend money at these statues. I think they got rid of that in this one. You just go up to them and they heal you. Uh-oh. That's a thing to fight. Alright, we'll fight it. So old goes do and new goes do. Yes. Yeah, I got you tonight. Doodle-a-doo. Doodle-a-doo. How about attacking the ants? Maybe that'll work out well. Fuck. Uh-oh. Alright, good, yeah. On and on again. Doodly-doodly-doo. How's the music? Is it overpowering my voice? Because I can lower it if it is. Let me know. Can you hear my voice okay over it? Or do you want them a little bit lower? Okay. Let's put it down to 11. Alright. Tell me, is this better? Or do you want to go a little bit lower than that? We can go lower if you want. I could drop it down another decibel. Well, when you lower it, Credo, it goes up. So, like, 12 is actually lower volume than 11. 13 is lower than 12. All right, so we'll drop it from 11 to 12. All right, I dropped it another decibel. Does that sound better? Is that good? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Does this sound better? Or do you want to go a little bit lower than that? Doodle-doodle-doo. No change? All right, we'll go down to 13. It is doodle-doo. Okay, now we've dropped it another decibel down. You were going to say that the game music didn't get lower. PlayStation music does get very loud, so that's why I got to adjust the slider to depending on what system I have. That does sound good, Credo? Okay, good. Everyone agree? Melpo, better? Fat Def, good, good. I'm going to jot a little note here that reminds me of this. Yes, indeed it does, Melpo. It is very reverby. Doodly-doo. Doodly-doodly-doodly-doo. Alright, so I'm going to put here minus 13. You're going to say yes so we don't spend 30 minutes on this. Maybe could be a tad lower. 15 decibel for PSX. A doodle-doodle-doo. A doodle-doo. Alright, I'm going to go down to 14. How does that sound? Is that good? Or is it too low now? Rank of Sal. A doodle-doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Perfection? Okay. Alright, perfect. Alright, everybody likes it. So I'm going to write down here 14 dB for PlayStation Lunar 2. Alright, I got it now. And I'm just gonna make a little update here. It is doodly-doo. Oh, Do-do-do-do-do. I'm jotting this down so I don't forget. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo.
There's project coming along. I think he's almost done.
Doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doo.
Yeah, he's done.
Let's see here. 6 decibels for PS4. 0 decibels for Xbox 360. Minus 9 dB default. Alright. I got everything jotted down here now, so that there is no confusion. And I'm gonna put it in my little notes here. A doodly-doo. Alright, got it. We are good to go. The PlayStation's a bit audio compressed because TVs back then sucked that bit loud audio. That's true. Absolutely agreed. Doodle-doodle-doo. A doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. A doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Alright, so that's good. So, like, you'll find there's times where, like, you can just go back and just, like, heal yourself. So this game is definitely a bit easier, considerably, I would say, compared to the Sega CD version, because of the fact that there's no random battles. You don't have to deal with the magic experience bullshit. It's easier to, it's easier to get through the dungeon as a result of that. And the load time's better, too. Rankus House is never mine. What was the fluty music at the start? At the start of the battle? Doodly-doodly-doo. I'm not sure what fluty music you meant. A doodle-doo. There's the fire. I was wondering when she was going to do the fire attack. A doodle-doodle-doo. Doodle-dee. What's up, Jack Not Jack? You know it. I feel bad, Jack Not Jack. I didn't stream last night. We were going to do more Shenmue 2, and I was just way too wrecked, way too tired. But we have started Lunar 2. We'll get back to Shenmue 2 on Monday. You should all follow Jack Not Jack. Enjoyable to watch, fun streamer. Great taste in games and RPGs. Check out Jack Not Jack. Good evening, the Rev Brown. I hope you're well. We are playing the Lunar 2 Eternal Blue for the PlayStation, which is a remake of the Sega CD version of Lunar 2, as most of you know. Oh, doodly. Oh, it's a doodly-doo. Doodly-doodly-doo. A doodly-doo. Doodly-doo. Uh-oh. You know it. Retro Runner. It's better, Rev Brown. The random battles in the Sega CD version are gone. The load times that really suck in the Sega CD version are gone. The magic experience for saving shit is gone. You now get magic as part of your levels. Oh shit, can you... I forgot about this. You can run.
The shit.
For a little bit, and then you get tired of running. Yeah, you can dash for a time.
The shit.
Well, that's cool.
The weed.
The weeds. Does it tell you... I'm trying to remember if it tells you, like, can I look at my status? It doesn't... Yeah, here we go. Next. Okay. 146 experience. Does that mean I need 146 more to get to level 6? Or does it mean I need one more experience because I'm at 145? I guess we'll find out in a second. A doodle-doodly-doo. Oh, it's doodly-doo. Oh, it's doodly-doo. So, the PlayStation version of the first Lunar, which is right here, is good, but I wouldn't call it a remake of this. I would honestly say this is an alternate dimension. It's kind of like, you know how Final Fantasy VII Remake has the characters of Final Fantasy VII, but it doesn't have a lot else? Like, everything's different. They remix what happens, what the story is, the plot twists. Like, it's like that. All the characters are still here. The voice actors are still here. The rest is completely remixed. Good, but I like this one better. Whereas Lunar 2, good, great. Well, great, epic, is what I would say. This makes almost everything better, except for the instruments. Everything else is better, in my opinion. It is indeed the same story. You are correct. And I loved the story in the Sega CD version. Are you talking about Lunar 1? It is not the same story. The overarching theme of they're trying to stop the Magic Emperor, sure, that's the same. But everything between that and the end is different how you get there. Completely different. Magical weapon Nash? What happened in Tamar? What happened to kidnapping the entire village and sending everyone to the mines? Where'd that go? Whole soundtrack got completely replaced. It's a completely different game. It's good, but it's not the same game. It's totally different. Totally different. Yeah. Play him again, you'll see. You might forget.
More streaking.
Faramir, thank you so much for the 2 months at Tier 1 and 3 months total. Your support of the Realm of the Domain, Faramir, is greatly appreciated. Continue to enjoy the ad-for-viewing emotes and these sub-badges. Yep, and that bugged me a lot, because that was such a pivotal moment. Like, this horrible thing happens, and you get attacked in Berg, and they kidnap everyone, and Galleon is such a... Anyways, try not to spoil too much, but that was a big moment for me, and they just got rid of it. It's just not there anymore. So, yeah, I didn't like... Because of the story changes and the soundtrack changes, I didn't like it as much. I liked it. And if you never played the Sega CD version, I could see why you'd absolutely love it. But play the Sega CD version. We just got a level, by the way, and I skipped over it by accident. So it was one more experience was needed. Yeah, so yeah, rank us out, and I'll tell you, man, you should pick this up. Or at the very least, emulate it. This is a totally different game. Other than the fact that that's still who you think it is, and these characters are all who you think they are, all of the plot is just wildly different. The whole soundtrack is completely different. Like, it's very different. Oh, doodle, 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 doo. It is doodly doodle doodle. Yep, I'm with you, Soda Pagoda. Soda, isn't it great when we agree? Uh-oh, something's happening. My controller's wobbling.
Here we go. Charge! Full ahead. Next stop, Zophar's domain.
Summer Kitty, thank you so much for the follow and joining the Realm of the Domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. Hey, look who it is! Look who it is! Murphy's Law. Everything can go wrong will. Something that made strange choices. Yeah, indeed, Buzzum Frog, indeed. You like how SSSC handled the fate of the dragons better? Oh, you think that's grim? Remember the Black Dragon in Lunar? Remember the plot? The Black Dragon went insane. That didn't happen in the PlayStation version. It's all different. The whole game's different. They literally took the same characters. Like, Full Metal Alchemist, the last half of that, is closer to what happens to each other than Lunar 1 was to the PlayStation version.
It's incredible.
It's wild.
But what the heck
They changed
is
everything.
It looks like a ship, but it moves without wind or sails.
Hey, you! Yes! You over there! What are you doing in this area?
Who does this joke?
It's the Leo. It's the man, the myth, the legend.
Identify yourself!
Certainly. I am White Knight Leo, leader of Althena's Guard. And this is the dragon ship Destiny. Now then, listen up. You kids need to evacuate this area. Never give up. I don't want to see any civilians accidentally caught in the middle of this. You need a spanking. Return to your home immediately. Move it.
Move it. He's telling us to return to the
Sample
home
my
immediately.
goods.
all the Leo sound effects are coming out now. How long until Ronfar Dragon Facts? A little while. This is a very long game compared to Lunar 1, which I love. It's part of why I love it so much. It's so deep. This guy sure is bossy. I mean, this guy sure is bossy. Thanks for the warning. I forget the voices I'm doing. Thanks for the warning, but we'll make our own decisions. Isn't that right, hero? How amusing. Not only are you country folk rude and ignorant, but your pets are as well. What? I am not here as pet, mister. And don't you forget it. Excuse me, but you just said you're the leader of Althena's Guard. What exactly is that? And why would the goddess need you to protect her anyway? What? Are you so ignorant as to be unaware of the protectors of your world? Perhaps I should spare a moment to educate you, hero. That is the name you spoke, is it not? I'm better than the voice actors. Thanks, Buzzum Frog. I don't know about that. Tsunami Demon says the Black Dragon is controlled in LSSC, and the dragons have their life force drained out by Tavern's Tower. Slowly being drained to death is darker than the quick death most of them get in the original. I mean, you can make a case either way. I personally, respectfully, thought that what happens to the black dragon and I thought, okay, so the black dragon going insane never happens in Silver Star Story Complete. It just doesn't happen. I liked that aspect, that the 4 dragons were in harmony and then one just lost his mind. And that was the whole point of the 4 heroes. That was what they did. Their journey was to stop the dragon from going insane. Now, on the other hand, this is what I think happened. I think that Lunar 2, and again, if you haven't seen these games, I don't want to spoil too much of this, but you know how there's a certain character from Lunar 1 who makes an appearance in Lunar 2, and that character might get redeemed in Lunar 2? But if you remember what he did in Lunar 1, he did some really bad shit in Lunar 1. So it's almost like they changed what happens in Lunar 1 Silver Star Story Complete to make him seem more redeemable in Lunar 1, so that Lunar 2 doesn't seem like such a stretch. Maybe that's why they did that. For example, getting rid of the kidnapping thing, like that's harsh. Like there's little kids that were like dying in the mines. Like there's crazy shit in the Sega CD version. That's why I liked it better, because it was darker and I wanted to kill the fucking Magic Emperor. And then he turns into a fucking demon. Does he turn into a demon in the PlayStation version? No. He turns into a fucking demon. He turns into Ghost Rider. Anyways.
It's a fucking pirate. No!
So yeah, the games are completely different. But I can see why, some people like one, some people like the other. Maybe if I had played this one first, I would have liked this one better. But I didn't. I played this one first in '93, and this is my love. And this is a good alternate universe take on it. This is an amazing love story with an epic soundtrack, and this is... That's what I think. Magic Emperor Schmalion, exactly. Damn it, Schmalion.
Perhaps I should spare a moment to educate you, hero. That is the name you spoke, is it not? Our world is approaching an era of darkness and destruction, hero. It has been foretold. But prophecies are not set in stone. They speak of a possible future, not an inevitable one. And that is why you currently behold the dragon ship Destiny. Athena's guard is here to wield the goddess of strength and save this world from cataclysm. Now that I have enlightened you, hero, I ask again that you leave this place at once and take your cat with you. I cannot guarantee your safety if you remain any longer.
Helmsman, set a new course. Destination, Quinn's Research Outpost.
Oh, crap, that's my grandpa. Doodle-a-doodle-a-doo. Riven, like the sequel to Mist Riven, Rankasau? Is that the one you're talking about? The Darkness? It was foretold by Salzman. That's one thing the PlayStation game could have used. Imagine if Demon Galleon was a difficult secret boss. That'd be awesome, Tsunami Demon. Yeah, no spoilers, no spoiling. Sorry. It's hard to play these games without spoiling. Someone needs to teach that guy what a cat looks like. I didn't like what else he had to say either. An era of darkness, the destruction of the world? Creeped me out too, Ruby. What did he mean by that? And when he left, he shouted the name Gwyn. What does he want with Grandpa? Gah, speaking of Grandpa, he's gonna be ticked if we're not home soon. Good point, Ruby. Let's get out of here. A doodly, doodly, doodly. I said it's doodly, doodly, doo. Cats do fly. Rankasau says yes. I don't know. I try not to rule anything out, Rankasau, but I've never been one for the Mist series. I'm just not good at those games. Like, I tried playing Mist, and I didn't even know what the fuck to do. I didn't get anywhere in that game. Like, I'm just looking, like, around. I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing here? I think AVGN calls those games where the fuck do I go now games, because you're always wondering where the fuck do I go now. I'm just really bad at those kind of games, so I don't know. Cannon shots at anybody who spoils. Your first Lunar was Lunar 2 Sega CD, then P1 PS1, then L2 PS1, then eventually L1 PSP. Oh, it's Silver Star Story Harmony? Now, the one we don't talk about is Dragon Song. That's worse. But yeah, I'm not a fan of... All the post-work and design stuff is to me. But yeah, Lunar 1 for Sega CD, man, is a masterpiece. Like, highly recommend it. Yeah, it's a little rough around the edges at points. Like, the QOL could use love. Like, equipping stuff, you can't see how much it makes your stats better without going into the stat menu separately. It's very old school that way. The color palette's a little bit dark, but the soundtrack is so good, and the story is darker. So, I love it. And look at the CD in here. Look at this. Look at that. 1993. Look at the art on that. Hello. Got it, Saltina. Oh, doodle-doo. He played 1 for Sega CD, 2 for Sega CD, then he played PlayStation version later, and they were so damn expensive. Yeah, I'm very lucky that I bought these games when they came out. They were all $50 to $60. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Oh, doodle-doo. Sega CD does not have any copy protection. That is correct. It does not. You can burn the discs and they will just work.
Here we go.
And the Dreamcast has feeble copy protection that you can defeat with the Utopia boot disc.
Zophar's domain.
Buttericious, thank you so much for the follow and for joining the realm in the domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. Doodly doodle doodle doodly. It's doodly doo. Doodly doo. Those are great finds. You remember seeing them at Walmart and others. Yeah, I bought them. I think I bought the PlayStation versions at Software Etc., known as GameStop now, when I worked there. At least the Lunar 2 I did. Lunar 1 I didn't work there yet. And then the Sega CD versions I bought at a shop in Philly called Game Gallery. They're not there anymore. But it was like 5 minutes from my house. And that's where I got those from. Both of them new, $50 a pop. 93 for Lunar 1 and 95 for Lunar 2. That was the year. I'm in trouble. I'm in danger. Doodle 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 doodly. Oh, doodly doo. Doodly doodly doo. We should probably use a boomerang here.
I'm in danger.
Exactly, Dr. Ben. A doodle doo. It's doodly doo. Doodly dodge this. A doodly doo. Oh, doodly doodly doodly. Seems like Sega didn't care. Yeah, it's questionable because they tried to put it in for the Dreamcast. It was really weak because there was something that it supported. So the best way I can explain this is there was a CD format that no one really supported, but Sega was all about like trying to support everything because that's just how they were. And there's an exploit. It's like a weak exploit that lets you, I think it's for karaoke. It might have been CD plus G maybe, but it bypasses the BIOS completely when you load these discs in this format. And the BIOS is what has the copy protection. The Rev Brown with the 30-bit gigantification of the Join Us emote. Join us. Your support is appreciated, Rev Brown. So basically the Utopia boot disc just is a disc that's in that format, bypasses the BIOS as a result, and then you can load whatever. The Saturn, I'm not sure. I think the Saturn actually had decent copy protection. I've never tried to burn a disc with my Saturn to see what it would do. Uh-oh. You'd like to see my thoughts on the beginning differences in Lunar 1 for Game Boy Advance, like the being there for the festival in Berg and the first boss change. So, interestingly enough, I've never played Lunar Legend for Game Boy Advance. My brother, I think, has, though. Right, G. Levy? Didn't you play that version? Doodle 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 doodly. Oh, doodle doo. Dude. What's up, Basshole? Basshole, did I say hi to you earlier? If I didn't, I apologize. Some of Kinziker says you're not sure, but you heard that the key for the CD took many, many years to crack. For Saturn? Oh, doodle, doodle, doodle. Got it. Yeah, I've never tried because, oh, shit. How do we get that chest to chest? Maybe I have to go around, like here? Doodle, doodle, doodle. I gotta be careful because our health is not in a good situation right now. Shit. Oh, God. Alright, I'm gonna boomerang the one in the middle in hopes that the beetles don't hurt me too much. Because we've already... Oh, fuck. That's not good. Oh, boy. Yo, boy. We don't want to get hit by him. Oh, fuck. We're in trouble. Oh, thank you, Ruby. Doodle, 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 doo. A doodle, doodle, doo. You think this is tricky? The Sega CD version's harder. God, I took so many game overs in that game. Doodle, 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 doo. Doodly, doodly, doo. Thank you, Ruby Doo. Wait, I don't want to do that. Get out of that. Doodle 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 doodle. Instead of fighting the giant slime monster on the ship, instead pirates are taking over in the Game Boy Advance version. Oh man, yar! I might be liking that Tsunami Demon. In the Sega CD version, there is no anything. There is no ship battle. There is no giant slime. It never happens. You don't even get to keep Luna past Safe. The Sega CD version is so freaking different. It's a different game. Doodly-doo, 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 doodly-doo. Ooh, I don't like that dude. I gotta get rid of him. On and on and on. I said that it is doodly-doo, doodle-doodle, doodly-doodly-doo. Damn, it had a lot of hit points, too. How do we only get 5 experience for that? That should have been more. It sounds nerfed. Alright, we want to get that chesty chest, which should be right here. There we go. 100 silver. This might come in handy. It might. I also think we should save. Again, there's no penalty in this game for saving. Oops. There's no penalty in this game for saving. So we're going to do it. By the way, in case you're wondering, we are on the Mister. We're emulating this through FPGA hardware emulation. The only reason why, I have my PlayStation 2 right here, which will play PlayStation games, but I'm just trying to save the laser and the disc since PlayStation 1 emulation works really well. I would say near flawlessly on the Mister, so that's why we do that. To shorten it, we now refer to this as the Lunar. We'll let it do what it does. Ooh, is it automatically saving? It says memory card status saved. I can trust that, right? Save on OpenOSD. I can trust it. Okay, good.
Now then, what brings you to my inner sanctum?
Zophar, I don't want to spoil anything, but this game has a character named Zophar in it.
Ban Cybertrucker Alpha for spoiling. No, I'm just kidding. So, Cybertrucker Alpha, thank you for the 5 months in a row, 12 months total at Tier 1. Your support of the realm of the domain is greatly appreciated. CTA, you should all follow CTA, by the way. Great streamer, member of the Zophar's Domain stream team. And CTA, I hope you continue to enjoy the ad-free viewing, the emotes, and the sub-badges, which are right here. At 12 months, that means you now have the Chaos Breaker. Look at that amazing, sexy green sword that Cybertrucker Alpha is rocking on his sub-badge profile. Oh, doodle-doo, an entire year! All you heard was Inner Spanktum. Indeed, yeah, we're just talking about this. It's also my favorite, too. As much as I love Lunar 1 for Sega CD, this is my favorite. Okay, we already went this way, and we got the chesty chest up there, so we should be able to just leave. I don't think we missed anything. Red Brown, thank you for gigantifying the Cybertrucker Alpha's Rat Clown Cars. Rest in peace, Jason. Emote, I appreciate your support of the realm of the domain. Alright, now we're going to try to find Gwyn, our Gramps. It's doodle 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 doo. There's something up there. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I see the dragon ship Destiny. Can't go. Wait! No, Dr. Furious Lol! How am I going to go into the Destiny if you can? Now we can't go in the Destiny. Dr. Furious Lol, you can in my brain, causing me pain. Now I need grog to lift all the fog. But I live to fight another day in the arches. Gotta add to the canon. Don't pursue Lubu. Wait, what's that from? Do I know that one? Said it's a doodle-doo. Tsunami Demon likes those differences between the versions that makes them more interesting to see. That's true. The downfalls of the Game Boy Advance version in your eyes and the music quality is crap. I hear you. Game Boy Advance definitely wasn't as powerful. It's just crap version of the PS1 OST, and Ubisoft new to the character of the game with censorship. Yeah, and that's the other thing, like, again, every time someone gives the working designs translations shit, and again, there's like one case. There's one case in Albert Odyssey that I agree is over the top, over the line. But outside of that, like, he gave the game's character. They felt like people you would interact with at school, your friends, maybe your frenemies. whatever. Like, they felt like human beings, which is why you grew so attached to them, and why you cared, and why I, Zophar, did shed some tears. There were some tears shed in the Lunar series, including in this game. Because there was heart, which you get through the translation and the voice acting. And whose responsibility is that? Vic Ireland, work and design. So, look, I know that I'm at odds, like there's other streamers that I disagree with on this, and that's okay. We're allowed to disagree. That's the great thing about the world, is you can disagree, and it's okay. So it's something I don't agree. I think that the translation is great. And if the Japanese version is wildly different, well, I'm glad it was wildly different. Because if it had been the other way around, if the Ubisoft version was closer to how it was in Japan, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed this game as much when I was a kid. So there you go. You're such a sucker for Dynasty Wars. I never played that one. That was PS2, right? Doodle-doo, doodle-doo. Let's go look at the sign here. Weekly dishwashing duty. Blue, silver, and white days. Gwyn. Gold, green, and black days. Hero. Red days. Ruby. A doodle-doo. Doodle-doo. Doodly. It's very infectious. Yes, Lord Leo. I have oh, it's Gwyn talking. Yes, Lord Leo. I have spent many years researching the Blue Spire. Cybertrucker Alba says, working designs with the best team to translate pop full mail. Tell me exactly how it should have been. I agree with you on that, too. Even though that game was ridiculously difficult in the U.S., we still made it through. Lubu was an OP enemy in the Dinosaur games. Oh, okay. That's why I didn't know who Lubu was. Shout out to GBA Lunar with the awesome item duping. Oh, it had like an exploit like Final Fantasy 2 for Super Nintendo did. You could clone items. I didn't know that. But it remains a mystery to me, as it has been to everyone for hundreds of years. You can't possibly expect that I would know all of its secrets, or even any of them. Besides, what leads you to be interested in the Spire at all? Just checking real quick. Sound quality, like the mix is still good. The music is loud enough, but my voice is not being overpowered. Still good mix? We still like it? Okay, good. Tsunami Demon says PSP version is better with the character. You weren't a fan of the voices in the PSP version, they are attached to the previous voices. Yeah, and that's, again, that was Vic Ireland. See, this is what I think sometimes people, I'm glad you all see this, but some people miss this. Like, they think that, you know, for a game to be good, it has to be like how it was. And believe me, I'm retro too, so like here I am complaining about how, you know, I liked it better like this. I'm all about redoing a game if you keep its heart. That's why I like this one better than the 2nd version. And I really think that even if a lot of the words are different, I bet you what Vic was going for from reading all his liner notes of all his games was he was trying to capture how it felt to be a kid or a teenager in Japan playing this game, interacting with these characters and the love story and the battles. And like, well, if we say this in the US, they might not get it. What would they get? What would be relevant? They might not know this actor or this pop culture reference. But if I talk about, you know, Britney Spears, or if I talk about NSYNC, then they might get it. That's hard to do. And I really think the people that disagree that this is a good translation, I just think they miss it. I don't think they grasp it. Just my opinion. Besides, what leads you to be interested in the Spire at all? Blue stars, secret riddles. Pah! What a simple life you lead, my aged archaeologist. My aged archaeologist. My work is of much greater importance than digging up the foul of our ancestors. The Destroyer is coming to our world, and the Blue Spire is the place at which it will enter. The goddess Althena has given me direct and explicit orders to eradicate the Destroyer. The goddess Althena? A demon in the Tower of Blue? Bah! You speak nonsense. Utter nonsense. Whether you believe me or not, Gwyn, I require your help, and I shall not leave without it. Doodly-doo. It is foretold that a Destroyer will appear north of the Salian Desert, and what lies north? The Blue Spire, of course. And although the entrance into the Spire is sealed, Lord Leo will find a way inside, and he will vanquish the Destroyer with Althena's power. The Blue Spire is rumored to be teeming with all manners of frightening monsters. As for the Destroyer, it is said that no one has looked upon its horrific face and survived. Goddess Althena founded the priesthood to govern the world in her absence, and after her return, Althena's guard was established to carry out her will. Lord Leo wasn't merely the leader of Althena's guard, but also one of the 4 heroes. Not even the Destroyer stands a chance against Leo's might. I always check to make sure they're not repeating themselves anymore, because they say a lot of stuff in this game when you talk to them multiple times generally. Is there an Odo as well? Odo like Deep Space Nine Odo? Oh, from Mike Matei, right? It's a Mike Matei emote. Yeah, he's got a lot of awesome emotes, and indeed, he's got some Deep Space Nine stuff like Quark. I don't know if he has Odo, but he definitely has Quark. Tsunami Demon says Quark's voice in LSSC was aged deep and booming. PSP version will sound like someone playing an old man. Yep, sounds right. I think your favorite part of Lunar Eternal Blue is the Fugitive reference. I remember that one. That's the I Need Everyone from Every Outhouse, Doghouse, Tommy Lee Jones, right? Man, I remember that ad. They were playing that like all freaking month long when that movie was first released on HBO on cable. I'm trying to remember the full reference. It was like, I need every outhouse, doghouse, penthouse, something house. Does anybody remember the full quote? Lunar rarely gives you a reason to talk to every NPC. Of course it does. This is definitely your comfort game. Same Mother and Tower, so we're doing well, by the way. Tsunami Demon says at least not right now. Oh, regarding him having an Odo, All right, let's talk to Leo first. I knew our paths would cross once more, Hero, when I learned of your family ties. Your grandfather claims to know nothing of the Spire or of the Destroyer's arrival. I find it hard to believe that such a famed historian would be ignorant of such topics. How strange that Gwyn knows nothing of a Destroyer when he has long investigated the Spire. No stranger than you being 25 and never having a girlfriend. People are starting to talk. How strange. Oh, he's saying the same thing again. All right, let's talk to Gwyn. Grandpa, we're home.
There you are. If you weren't always late, I might have started worrying about you. This is Lord Leo, the head of Althena's Guard. He wants to know about the Blue Spire.
Yes, and I was about to explain. I don't have the time for a history lesson. I have but a single question of you, Gwyn. How does one break the seal of the Spire's entrance?
Ah, yes, well, that is indeed the million-silver question, isn't it?
You can't help but unhear Leo as Tommy Lee Jones because of that bit. Nice. What you want from each, this is it. What I want from each and every one of you is a hard target search of every gas station, residence, warehouse, farmhouse, henhouse, outhouse, and doghouse in that area. Tommy Lee Jones is the man.
I'm not exactly sure, of course, but it seems to me that if one were to take the...
I don't have time to act on a hunch, old man. If you don't know the way inside, I shall simply have to destroy the Blue Spire with a blast of the Destiny's Dragon Cannon. Don't you get any ideas, Chad?
Hero, have you been exploring the Dragon Ruins again? You have a guilty look on your face. I can't remember how many times I've asked you to stay away from that place. It's plumb full of monsters and very dangerous if you're unsure of what you're doing.
I'm gonna get a cannon to the face.
Hero, I'm not telling you again. Stay away from the Dragon Ruins before you get hurt.
Let's not tell him we found the jewel, okay? I think he'd pop a cork if we did. Let's talk to Leo again.
Hero, you have a kind face and a strong will, which makes you a valuable commodity. Why don't you leave this foolish field of archaeology and join us in Althena's Guard? You have the potential to be a great warrior, Hero. I know a good man when I see one.
Oh, I just bet you do. Oh my God. See, I forgot these parts of the translation. Why would Hero want to trade his freedom for servitude? He won't work for you.
You are grating on my nerves, little one. Did you never learn to speak only when spoken to? Unless you have suddenly recalled the information I seek, I shall take leave of you now. I must prepare myself and the members of Althena's Guard to confront the Destroyer. And for your safety, Gwyn, I suggest that you stay far away from the Blue Spire. For it is soon to be a battlefield, upon which the Destroyer shall become the destroyed.
20-minute cooldown. Sometimes you gotta tempt fate with a little dragon cannon. What can I say? Doodly doodly doo. Doodly 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 doo. Bye, Leo. Don't worry, we'll see the best character in Lunar soon. Well, second best behind me.
That arrogant fop claimed the goddess has come to our world once again as a human, and is issuing orders directly to him. Very strange. And this destroyer he spoke of. Something's up, my boy. That's for certain. And I don't like the smell of it. Not one bit. Smells like fart. Oh, he didn't say that.
Doodly doodle 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 doo.
Oh dear, Hero, my boy, come quickly, you have to see this. Something's happening at the... Hurry, lad, hurry.
Uh-oh. Well, before we hurry, let's look at all the books. We don't have to hurry that much. Ruins research list. Dragon Tower Ruins, Star Dragon Tower, Goddess Tower, Blue Spire, especially the Spire. Especially the Spire. Can we go downstairs? Doodle-doo. Hero, Grandpa Gwyn will be mad if he catches us snooping around in his treasure box. The Blue Spire. Many mysteries lurk deep within the Blue Spire, located to the north of the Salian Desert. The spire's entrance is sealed with powerful magic. No one has seen its interior for hundreds of years. Althena and Lunar, Volume 1, Darkness to Light. Long ago, the goddess Althena left the dying blue star and came to the lifeless world of Lunar. Lunar was made a land of beauty and wonder, and Althena brought her children from the blue star. The Lost Frontier Volume 1 Legends. Many claims have been made that people once lived upon the surface of the blue star. But these unproven claims have merely added to the blue star's rich tapestry of myth and lore. The Lost Frontier Volume 2 Longing. Many people have gazed into the night sky and, basking in the blue star's light, felt a strange sadness. Is it merely the blinding beauty of the blue star that stirs the heart, or does it run deeper than that? The Lost Frontier Volume 2. Oh, we already saw this. Did I look at the wrong one? Oh, there we go. The Ancient Ruins of Lunar. Ah, Ludamella, thanks for the angel tears. I just ran out, so let me go grab some more. Good. Doodly, doodly, doo. Doodly, doo. Doodly. I said it's doodly, doo. Hope you're enjoying Lunar 2 so far. The Ancient Ruins of Lunar. Lumbo says I've only had enough points to count me as I drink my grog. So you gotta save up your silver. This book is dedicated to the joys of discovery and to my grandson hero, Gwyn. Aw, so nice, so nice. A Brief History of Althena, Volume 1, Glorious Rebirth. Every few hundred years, we are blessed with the return of Althena, the goddess of beauty and love. I'm doing great, Lumbo. Hope you're doing great, too. Althena leads her children into an era of peace and absolute harmony before returning to the heavens. We are playing Lunar 2 Eternal Blue, the Zophar's domain game, where my name comes from, where the website I created in 1996 comes from. It's all from Lunar 2. Although, truth be told, it was when this version came out, the Sega CD one. I played this one first in 1995, and I founded Zophar's domain in 1996. And then I bought the remake of this in 2000. And now you know. Next book. Dragon Masters, Volume 3, Alex. A Dragon Master is the sworn protector of the goddess Althena and her strongest warrior. But the world has been without a Dragon Master since the last rebirth of the goddess. The last Dragon Master to walk our world was named Alex. Althena's Dragons, Volume 1, The Colors. The goddess is served by 4 dragons, each with a different color. White, blue, black,
You don't
and
belong
red.
in this dimension, Zophar.
Severed73 cheered 100 bits. The Zophar?
The SeverB73. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Your support of the realm of the domain is greatly appreciated. What's going on, SeverB73? What's going on? Other creatures have been called dragons, but only the creatures born of Althena are truly dragons. Vane, the Magic City, Volume 1, A Glorious History. There once existed in this world a city which floated above the clouds with the power of magic. But the Magic Emperor used his evil power to bless Vane from the heavens and his magic was lost. So we can't get that chesty chest yet, because we have to go do the stuff up here. Doodle-doo. Okay. This is probably a good save point. Save real quick. It's important to save every now and then in this game. Doodle 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 doo. Alright, chat, I gotta go run to the bathroom real quick. I should be back in a moment. So please don't change that channel, chat. For Zophar's Realm, we'll be right back.
Sample my goods!
Oh, hello. This is Mick Foley, World Wrestling Federation champion.
The free Frogut.
I just wanted to welcome all of you
is also cursed.
to Zophar's realm. I hear he's got a lot of cool cats coming and going to play some retro game for you. Bang bang! We love it. I love it. And I want to thank you and welcome you. Mr. Sacco wants to welcome you too. Have a nice day.
Yes! Yes! I did it! I did it!
I just wanted to welcome all of you to Zophar's realm.
Chris, this fight's tough. Let me tell you a good strategy. Yes, here's the strategy. Everybody ready? No! Watch. See the strategy? It's good. It's a good strategy. Good strategy. Yeah, mash that button, yeah.
I can't do it.
Hell with the game. This is more fun. Who needs a game?
Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
Is he gonna die? Oh no. Well, I'll take over. Alright, guys. I got.
Good night, everybody.
He's gone. Alright. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Retro Gaming. My name is Andrew. It's good to see you guys. You can call me Rig. We're gonna play some Shine the Holy Ark.
See, when I was a kid, and this is not a knock, by the way, on my mom. I love my mom. But my mom made 20,000 different forms of chicken. So after a while, like, I think this is why I like sushi, because I just started looking for anything that wasn't chicken. I'm like, but I love you, Mom. Your chicken was great, Mom. Your chicken was great.
Oh, yeah, your chicken was fantastic. Zophar's.
Get a pirate hat. Do I look like Zophar to you?
Blimey, don't sneak up on me like that.
He said the thing. I'll end up doing something really friggin' stupid. Noodly, noodly, noodly. Oh, what? Yo, everybody, did you all see that? You all saw that, right? Somebody clipped that. Someone clipped that moment. I want that moment clipped. You all saw that, right? Everybody here saw that, right? Validated? Told you I was gonna do it. I wasn't even trying to do it. Oh, God. Oh, thank you, game. Oh, my God. The game saved me. The game saved me. Oh, I pressed up. I swear I pressed up. All right, here we go. Someday, perhaps you will allow me to hear yours, Alex Bird. God, you suck. Maverickism! No, I'm just kidding. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. And Rig of Retro Island Gaming, Mr. Andrew R. Gaming, Andrew H., Andrew the man, the myth, the legend. If we don't beat Shining the Holy Ark soon, I'm gonna be sad.
Look at mine.
Fire. Wait, what happened?
Hold on, there's something wrong with it. Oh, the bottom.
Wait, no, you can't. Ah! Ay, me hearty, you concussed me again. Son of a... Well, if the run wasn't already dead, now it is. That's so funny. Do you see this? You all see this, right? The game's just... Not only is kicking me while I'm down, the game is literally kicking me while I'm down. F this game. Sir Boom, I hope you're doing really well. Wait, no, actually, yes. Can't play the game if I'm dead.
Hey everyone, G Levy here. If you're interested in appearing in our next BRB video, send me a whisper on stream, or hit me up on Discord. Hope to see you soon.
Stop! Each of you will now listen to the Lord of the Realm and the Domain. Each of you have been stained by a sub-badge and marked by a follower icon. If I call your name in chat, you will answer, "Yes, Lord Zophar," or I will banish you to the black hole. My stream starts now, mortals.
You braved so dangerous a course to secure a dragon diamond?
I'm beginning to regret that course myself. Please don't chomp us to bits.
Why is it you humans prize those things so much? Don't you know they're made from my what's the use?
I'm gonna set a fire trap.
Welcome to die.
Oh no! Maybe he won't bother me.
Welcome to die. No, welcome to die.
Oh god! Oh shit! At least I have chicken. Sorry about that. Just had to grab something. What'd I miss?
And that's why I hate Zophar. Oh, hi, Zophar.
Ah,
Hi.
sure.
How about either or, Zophar? You beat this game without the code, and I'll play Seven Saga, or I.
Come on! I did it! I beat Contra without cheating! I never did it before! Yes, 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 yes! Little Daniel Bryan yes right there. Ooh! Liberty Bell drop.
Stop! Each one of you shall now participate in the Zophar's Realm prediction. You get it right, double your silver. But if you get it wrong, then you lose it all!
My weapon has a cleavage. Oh my god. The cleaver has a duration, not the cleavage. Jesus Christ. We are owed a angel tears though, so let me go grab some real quick and I will BRB.
Sure. Chat, what is he grabbing? I don't know what he's doing. I love this though. It's so random.
Oh god. F. Did you see that? I beat it. I said F, and then the F came out.
Nobody takes Zophar seriously.
Nobody takes me seriously, He-Man.
Oh my god!
What? Uh-oh, spell, ring, spell. The spell. Okay, we're back. With more domainy action. Okay. Here we go. The Gwen.
Look, hero, do you see that strange beam of light shining forth from the blue spire? It's aimed directly into the heavens, pointed towards the blue star. Whoa. I know Kung Fu. Uh-oh.
What was that? What's that? Who could that be? What's up, little gremlin? I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. You must have smelled some Lunar 2 action going on here in the realm and the domain. And look, it's the NK, who you should all follow because she's a great streamer and she's quite dank and plays the dankest of games and enjoys dankitude. What's up, NK? NK, if you're really bad, I was gonna watch some of your dank movie today and I couldn't get to the website. It kept spinning. I feel bad. Maybe next time.
So I must do nothing.
But yar! Red Brown, thanks so much for redeeming that piratey hat. You know this chair continues to be high, this is I. But while 'tis true that my debauchery was my way of compensating, the rum may always be gone. And I may be the worst pirate ye ever heard of. Ye have heard of me. Oh, Glitch, not your fault, NK. I know today there was all kinds of internet shenanigans going on. You heard Virtual Highlight was made on a golf engine. It is true, Dominus Inverse. It was made on the engine of another T&E soft game, which Chade has played before, if you know Chade, which is Pebble Beach Golf. So if you've ever been to Chade's stream and you see the little redemptions he has for Craig Stadler, that's from Pebble Beach Golf for the Sega Saturn, which was a T&E soft game that came out earlier that year in '95. And then they took that engine and they put it into Virtual Highlight, and you know the end result. Have I ever beaten Contra without cheating? Indeed I have, little gremlin. Indeed I have. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do real quick. I will go back to that BRB screen real quick, because in the BRB is me beating Contra without cheating and beating the Chade Challenge, because Chade challenged me to beat the game without cheating. Take a look. Roll of
Oh, damn.
It says the thing! They said the thing! The thing! The thing!
How about either or, Zophar? You beat this game without the code, and I'll play Seven Saga.
Come on! I did it! I beat Contra without cheating! I never did it before! Yes, 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 yes! Little Daniel Bryan yes right there. Ooh, Liberty Bell drop. I hope that answers your question, little gremlin. It's always good to see you. I've lived near the spire for many years, Hero, and I've never seen anything quite like that. I think we have witnessed the arrival of the Destroyer, my boy, just as Lord Leo predicted. And I have this awful feeling we're all going to be in a world of trouble. We could say, let's go to the Blue Spire. Or we could say, let's check out that light. The light? Ooh, boy. What do you want me to say, chat? What do you think? GG! No cheat. No cheaty cheat. I'm gonna say, let's check out that light. We should check out that light, Grandpa. What if it really was a destroyer? We need to find out for sure and warn Lord Leo if it is. And I know you won't be satisfied until you see it with your own eyes, right, Grandpa? Yes, I suppose you do have a point there, my boy. Well then, go get my weapon in the basement. It might be a little rusty, but it'll do. I'll get the things we need from the house, although there's only one item we must have. I'm not letting you and Ruby travel to the spire by yourself, that's for certain. This is so exciting, Hero. What do you think we're going to find at the spire? Chad, I might want to do something real quick. I realized that when I size this, it's cutting off the bottom. It's annoying me slightly. If I didn't say anything, I bet you no one would have noticed. But I notice it, so let me try to fix that. See, if I do that, then this happens. We're going to have black bars. Oh, nah, how much do we care? How much do we care about the bottom?
Now then, what brings you to my inner sanctum?
The name arrive, I'm finally here. What did I miss? Tragic 13,
The Tragic 13 emote. Famous Adventurer, thank you for the 2 months at Tier 3. 5 months total. Your support of the realm and the domain is greatly appreciated. Famous Adventurer, continue to enjoy the ad reviewing emotes and the sub badges. Do you think I should just let there be black bars? And that way it's not cut off? Do I let it be like this? Or do I let it fill the screen? What bothered you more? These black lines? Or having the bottom cut off? Basil, thank you for the 30 bits to gigantify the Jean-Luc Picard. Your support of the realm of the domain is greatly appreciated. What didn't work? It worked. It's gigantic now. Unless you're in mobile. I don't know if it works in mobile. But it works on the computer. Picard is nice and big. So I don't know. Do you want to see the whole screen like this, or do you want me to expand it? I'll leave it like this for now, and we'll see. The message? What was the message supposed to do? Was it supposed to be a cheer? Was that what happened? Because what you did was you did a gigantification of Picard for 30 bits. Were you trying to cheer within the gigantification? Is that what you're trying to do? Yeah. This is so exciting, Hero. I don't think it lets you do that, Basil. What do you think we're going to find at the spire, which I think you've just figured out? You cannot do that. Well, other than a fantastic adventure, of course, not that I didn't like the Dragon Ruins, but I can't help but feel that something really amazing is about to happen. Ooh, it might. The might. I can't help wondering what we'll find at the Blue Spire. What do you think it is, hero? One can never tell. One can never tell. I said it's doodly, doodly, doodly-doo. A doodly-doo.
Oh bother. What did I do with that jewel? It has to be around here somewhere. Hero, go down to the basement, round up a weapon while I find the jewel. And don't get lost in my books, we have to get over to the Blue Spire right away. Confounded boy, are you deaf? Listen up and I'll tell you again. Trot down to the library and find a weapon to bring with us to the spire, and don't dawdle.
I said it's doodly-doo. It showed you the bit picture like you were. Weird. Wow, that's the oldest knife I've ever seen. I wonder where Grandpa Gwyn got it from. Ancient dagger. It might be old, but it's sharp. Oh, doodly-doodly-doo. Doodly-doodly-doo. So our attack will go up by 3, our agility by 2, and our speed by 2. So that will allow us to act quicker, and it will allow us to be less likely to miss, and plus 3 stronger. Very nice. A doodly-doo. We already read all the books earlier, so we don't need to do that again. Now we'll talk to Gwyn.
I knew I'd put it away for safekeeping. I'd just forgotten where it was. The jewel is the key that opens the entrance of the Blue Spire. Hold on to it for me, all right?
Left opal jewel. Sure thing, Grandpa.
Be sure to equip the weapon you took from the chest. It's no use to us in your bag, my boy. Good work, my boy. You already equipped your weapon. I can see you're anxious to get going. I have to admit that I'm quite excited myself. I haven't been on an adventure in ages. Well, let's get moving, my boy. The Blue Spire is due north of here, and mighty hard to miss.
Oh, doodle-doodle-doo. Now, he has a mace and adventurer's clothes. What does he have spell-wise? Oops. Heal, litany, and calmly. Okay, so Gwyn will be a healer for us. And, of course, I got my boomerang. I don't remember if Gwyn actually joins you in the Sega CD version. All right, we looked at the ruins research list already. Indeed. A doodly-doo. Doodly-doo. I'll say it's doodly-doodly. Doodly-doo. Doodly-doo. All right, anywhere else to search over here? Up here, maybe? It's doodly-doo. Doodly-doo. The pixel art's so nice, isn't it? I wish this was the direction we went instead of the 3D stuff. I thought, you know what's funny? If you remember what the PlayStation graphics looked like at this time, I thought they looked kind of junky in a lot of games, including Final Fantasy VII. Not the backgrounds. The backgrounds looked great because they were 2D, but the polygon models, I thought they looked pretty garbage. During the time this came out, when Final Fantasy IX had just come out, people were saying how old and antiquated this game looked like compared to games like Final Fantasy IX. Isn't that funny? Isn't it funny how that worked out now years later? Most people would say, nope, this aged way better. Because, you know, pixel art is in. Early polygon stuff is not as in. The end. I'm just fixing this real quick. Fixing stuff in my aspect ratio. So yeah, moving on. You said that's Cloud? Barrett looked terrible too. They were iconic, like you would never forget that it's those characters, but I thought the pixel art looks way better than the early polygon stuff. But, you know, I digress. Doodle-doo. Doodle-doo. Uh-oh. The dragon ship Destiny is spying on us. Oh no. Well, here's the Blue Spire. The first real dungeon of the game. Because where we just were, that was more of an overworld type situation. Hero, these statues give me the creeps. It's like they're staring at us. Let's get going, okay? Wait, no, Thorin! How can you cannon me when we're trying to look at the possible statues? I'm sure those statues are not threatening at all. Thorin, you cannon my brain, causing me pain. Now I need grog to lift all the fog. But I live to fight another day, me hearties. Rankasau, I liked Vivi from Final Fantasy IX. The EV looked cool. Let's add to the cannon. But, again, compared to this looks way better, in my opinion. These are the guardians of the Blue Spire. They will awaken only if the spire is threatened. Reviewers criticize any game that use 3D models, and correct. Yep, because everyone, 3D is the future, and then it turned out to be right. 3D was the future, but the early 3D stuff was such a step down from the pixel art stuff. Like, imagine a universe where the Saturn had said, okay, we know that things are going 3D. We'll eventually get a system out that's 3D, but we're going to concentrate on making really, really good-looking 2D stuff. And that's what we're going to focus on. Because the Saturn was a 2D powerhouse. But unfortunately, that's not what they did. And here we are. It's probably best not to tempt fate, of course. Let's step away and stay quiet. Same thing over here? He's just saying the same thing everywhere. Okay. The Fate. I do remember Shadowgate 64. That game I want to play, Rankusel. That's actually on my listy list of games I'd like to stream. Both the Nintendo version of Shadowgate, which we briefly tried and I suck at it, and Shadowgate 64. I love the intro, how you're like, you get brought into the jail cell, and then like you have to find the way into the sewer, and then that music, that dun 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 ba bow. It just had a really like dark vibe. I love that stuff. I would stream Shadowgate 64. Takao says they made them in spades, just didn't make it over. That's the problem. Yep. That's why the Saturn did much better in Japan than it did in the US. But what are you gonna do? Stop making you nostalgic. Here's the entrance, hero. Hand me the jewel I gave you earlier. It's time to put it to use. The use? Now if we put the jewel into the eye, like so, the door should open. Ludamella, thank you for more angel tears. I have some right here. Good. Open sesame. Left opal jewel. It's a perfect fit, my boy. A doodly, 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 doodly doo. My eyesight isn't what it used to be, but I can certainly see that the door hasn't opened. I followed the procedure just as it was written in the book. Very strange indeed. Uh-oh. I'm certain that putting the jewel in the left eye should have opened the door. Maybe I didn't have the proper instructions, or maybe my book was missing a page. Hero, this face looks like the one in the dragon ruins that you pried the jewel out of. I think I know what'll happen if you put that jewel into the other socket. Do I just go to items and... No? It's not working. Do I go up here? Right sapphire jewel. Let's see what happens. Yes, the lamentations of a vanquished Sega fan. Sega's my jam. At least I have chicken. Doodly 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 doo. The Darbicus. Hope you're doing well, Darbicus. Doodly 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 doo. Eureka! I should have realized that we needed 2 jewels to open the entrance, not 1. Bender from Futurama could never solve this. He just steal the other eye. Remember the episode where they're like, Bender, stop jacking on. I didn't know you'd find a dragon jewel, hero. I suppose it's from the dragon ruins. What else haven't you told your grandpa, Are there any more secrets I should know? Oh, well, I should have realized that you were ready to explore the ruins, my boy. You've gone and grown up on me, hero, much as your grandpa hates to admit it. I'm just glad you're not upset with me, Grandpa. Now let's go inside and see what we find. The find. Here we go. We're gonna go in. Uh-oh. Doodly doodly doodly. Bender, are you jacking on in there? No? Doodly doodly doo. Doodly doo doodly doo. I don't know what to do with Gwen, other than maybe attack. I don't want to attack the big dude. That would be bad. So I'm going to try to get rid of the dude in the back. Uh-oh. F! Oh, this is not good. A doodle doodle doo. A doodle doo. Doodle doodle doo. A doodle doodle doo. Doodle doodle doodle. Doodle doo. Uh-oh. Doodle-a-doodle-a-doo. Doodle-a-doo, doodle-a-doodle-a-doodle-a-doodle. Uh-oh. We're in trouble, chat. A doodle-a-doo. We're gonna do a calm with me. That does a heal for everybody. Doodle-doodle-dee, doodle-dee-doodle-dee. Oh man, this is not good. Wow, why is this? We've got to keep our strength up, everybody. Doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-dee-doodle-dee-doo. We gotta kill this thing like right now. Doodle-doo. Oh wow, Boomerang's a waste. I should have been attacking him the whole time. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. Only 7 experience for that. Seems like a bit of a... Oh, we got another level. 1 attack, 1 defense, 1 agility, 2 speed, a wisdom, 2 magic defense, and a range. And we learned Poe Sword. Hero hops high and hits hard. That's a big one. We needed that as soon as possible. Doodly, doodly, doodly. The Mega Man Battle Network games had Jackie and Nice. Ruby with the kill steal. Doodly, F a doodly. Alright, this we can just do regular attacks. In fact, I could probably AI this. Doodly-doo, doodly-doo, doodly-doo. Alright, we're using some AI here, chat. Let's see how it goes. Doodly, doodly, doodly. Doodly, doodly, doo. Doodle, doodle, doodly, doodly, doo. Like the potential of the newest attack. Oh yeah, Poe Sword's really good. I'll show it off in a little bit. But right now, we don't have to waste it on these enemies. A doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doo. A doodle-doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doo. Oh dear, that was a waste. Alright, I'm getting out of AI. Why did you do that, Gwen? Why you do? Doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. This is a gift. SeverB73, thank you so much for gifting a sub. A tier 1 sub to Cactus Bee. Your support of the realm of domain is greatly appreciated. I hope Cactus Bee enjoys the ad viewing, the emotes, and yes, the sub badges, which look like this. Cactus Bee will now have the base sword, which is Althena's sword from Lunar, the Silver Star. This game right here. Hey! We had 72 Partner Plus points as of this morning. I know we have more now from all of you awesome supporters on the stream today. If we get to 100 points before the end of July 31st at midnight, we will have attained Partner Plus level 1, and Twitch will give us a 60-40 split on all subscription revenue. So thank you everyone for all the strong support. We're almost there. You like what you can do with the AI and Dragon Age games? Oh, I love Dragon Age. That's another one, Spike Misery. If I was gonna stream any of the Dragon Ages, I'd stream Dragon Age Origins. I love that game. I'd probably stream the 360 version of it. Doodly. Yeah, Origins is a masterpiece. So good. And then Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion came out around the same time, and that game was awesome too. I love both of those. Those are some of my favorite 360 games, actually. A doodly. A doodly doodly. Dude, I don't know about this. We shouldn't have wasted that heal. That was dumb. Alright, I'm just gonna pay attention. I'm just gonna try to be careful. A doodly doodle. You never touched Dragon Age? You played the shit on Mass Effect? I never played the Mass Effect games. One day I'm going to. Rig tells me they're awesome. Doodly doo, doodly doo, doodly doo, doodly doo. Dude, I heard Mass Effect 3 was not so good though compared to 1 and 2. Doodly doo. Is that true? Spike Misery? Doodly doo. Veilguard comes out in October. Yeah, I saw the trailer for Veilguard. I don't know, man. We'll see. I'll wait. I'm trying to reserve judgment. Yeah, Credo understands. The Retro J, I hope you're doing well. The ending is what caused all the hate about Mass Effect 3. Is that what it was? Is it like the way the story ends? Or does it not feel like a Mass Effect game where it's the same no matter what you do? Like, trying to not get too spoilery, because I've never played them. Is that which one would you say it was? The trailer looked horrendous, indeed, but the later footage was all right. Okay, because I only saw the original trailer, and then I was like, You'd love to see an Oblivion remastered overhauls the graphics. Oblivion's rough to look at these days. The models are very stiff. Yeah, that a lot of the early Elder Scrolls ones. Morrowind also same problem. I'm doing great, Retro J. I'm glad you're doing well. The ending is just Marklar, like Shenmue 3. The ending was rushed and didn't make much sense. Lots of detail left out. It got patched later and lots added. Oh, okay. It's a shame with the patches. A lot of people don't look at the patches. They just remember like what it was like, and if it wasn't good, that's all they remember. Like, what's a good example of that? Cyberpunk 2047. Do I have the name of this game right? I want to say Cyberpunk. I saw early like Twitch streams of that. 2077. That's it, and it looked fucking horrible. Like there were glitches out the wazoo and people clipping through shit and glitching shit and just broken as hell. But then I heard that they patched it after like the first month. After like they apologized for releasing it in a non-finished state, and now it's good. But guess what? All I remember is how shitty it was when it came out. And I know that might not sound fair, but you know what? You shouldn't release an unfinished game. Like, that's shitty. That's what I think developers think. Like, oh, we can just release a game in an unfinished state, and we can just patch it later, and it'll be fine. Like, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that mentality. All right, I think as we're pressing the buttons down, these platforms are moving. So I think we got to find one more. Oh, doodle, doodle, doo. Cyberpunks came a long way, same for No Man's Sky, gotcha. Rankin says it's unplayable. It was broken on launch, especially on PC. The NPC death glitch made a horrid sound. No Man's Sky has one of the greatest redemptions ever. Oh, yeah? All these good games now I've got on my listy list. Like, there are some early access games that were more functional than Cyberpunk was. Yeah, that's rough, man. That's rough. What's up, Famous Adventure? You remember the old days when what was released was what we got? Exactly. And if the game had a glitch, then it had it forever. And so the game developers just had to do the best job they could to make the game be as good as it could be before it came out. And that's how, in my opinion, that's how it should be. Oh, do you remember when, like, you would buy the game for $50 and you would get the whole game? And it wouldn't be like you have to buy $300 worth of fucking additional content to see the whole game? Anybody remember those days? Ridiculous. Get off my lawn! I'm old and crotchety. Remember the old days when you had to walk 30 miles in the blizzard to school? You like Dragon Age Origins, but the EA app stuff is annoying since it still tries to connect to the non-existing server, and the game loves to crash randomly on your PC. Does it? See, I played, so I have two versions of Dragon Age Origins. First, I had it on the PC for Windows 7. That was my last PC before I got a Mac in like 2005 or 6. And it was good, but I didn't like the feel of the mouse and keyboard on Dragon Age. I have no idea why. But then... It is a gift. The Retro J, thank you for gifting a sub to Usiad. Your support of the realm of the domain is greatly appreciated, Retro J. I hope Usiad, wherever you are, enjoy the ad for viewing the emotes and these sub badges. But then I got this version. Actually, my brother and my wife got this for me. They bought me an Xbox 360. They got me Dragon Age. They got me Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. And this version of Dragon Age comes with the expansion. So the Ultimate Edition. So essentially, all of the content is already in this game, is how it should be. And I played the shit out of this version, and I beat it, and I loved it, and I would totally play this again someday. Like, but here we are again. Now we're in the realm of modern. I don't consider this retro. I know some do. Some say 360's retro. I don't view it as retro. I think games like this and on from here are very similar. Control structure is similar. The way online works is similar. Graphically, sure, the graphics are better now, they're more polished, the frame rate is higher, but there's not a massive difference in the way the game feels as it would before this genre, this era, excuse me. But yeah, if people were interested, I would play this again. But, you know, we kind of tested that with Elden Ring, didn't we? Some were, some weren't. Suntop Kinseeker says, here's your choice, $50 for the base game, $90 for 5 DLCs in a season. Or buy it online for $69, $420, and we'll add it $99 per season. What great choices. Thanks, Electronic Arts. Needs to go back to how it was. Grandma's Boy, the devs had a bigger say, right? Father Axe Keeper might be the minority, but he didn't mind how broken Cyberpunk was with glitches cracked you up. That's a good point. Entertaining. They were entertaining.
Okay.
I loved watching it. I just didn't want to pay for it. To be fair, it isn't the dev's fault. Some dicks on the publisher board actually just wanted the game out and money. Yeah, I'm not, I'm not going to blame the people that worked hard to program the game. It's the people making the decisions above them as to when is the game going to come out and how much are we going to charge and like the structure. Yeah, that's not the dev's fault. I completely agree with you, Tsunami Demon. Back in my day, you had a lot of fun with it when it came out, got lucky. Sometimes you get lucky. Do I want to heal? Do I want to heal? Nah, I'm gonna wait a little bit. Oh wait. Did I press the button? Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm just looking around one more time to make sure that I didn't miss anything, and then we'll go up. Doodle doodle doo. Doodle 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 doo. Another thing too was the Sega CD version of this dungeon was not like this at all. Can we go in here? Nope. We cannot get in there yet. Doodle doodle doo. Probably have to press that button. Marketing can indeed ruin a game, sadly. I'll throw in some stupid copyright protection that'll make the game unplayable eventually for people who paid. Well, pirates have long since removed that curtain. Sounds sadly right. Doodle doo. Doodle doo. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. I'm in danger. Oh, that was a nice one. Doodle 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 doo. Doodle doo. I'm gonna do a heal on Gwyn rather than using fuck. Well, that sucked. The good news is we should be able to get out of the situation. Pretty sure we can get out of it. Nah, I think we'll get out of it. Doodle 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 doo. The good thing about this game is when you die, as long as you get out of the battle and someone is still alive, everyone else comes back at 1 hit point. So then we can, let's see, yeah. We want to, Heal Litany is way more efficient than a Calm Litany. Doodly doodle, it's doodle doodle doo, doodle 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 doo. We'll do a little savey save here too. Doodle doodly doodly doo, doodle doodle. If you're wondering why it says disc 1, this game is on 3 discs, just like Final Fantasy VII. Let me let the Mister do what it does. Okay, it says save. I'm gonna trust that it is. It's doodle doodle doo. Ruby, does Ruby randomly revive? Ooh, I don't remember. I know she attacks. I can't remember if she randomly will revive like Mal, Deckard Vane. TBD. Ronfar did need his own Bez minigame. Shame he didn't get one. What's up, Culinary Disaster? Hope you're doing well. Spike News and Starfield had a ton of bugs at launch as well. You enjoyed the game, and some of the quests weren't doable. Yeah, see, that stuff's just crazy. Like, how do you... Some of the stuff that gets missed just drives me wild. Microsoft is one thing that Final Fantasy X-2 did well more than most games with the abundance of minigames, except Sphere Break. Never played Sphere Break. Gotta keep our strength up. But you're brown. No. Thanks for redeeming the piratey hat. You know this chair continues to be high. It says, but what is true? To my debauchery was my way of compensating. The rum may always be gone. Maybe the worst pirate she ever heard of. You have heard of me. I just realized we hit 4,900 followers this week. We're less than 100 followers away from the magical 5,000 follower mark. Thank you for all your support, everybody. Who knew that just 2.5 years on from starting our stream journey, that we would be partner, that we would be less than 30 subs away from Partner Plus, that we would be less than 100 followers away from 5,000 followers. We need the 5K follower special. Unless we forget about it, like Rig forgot about his, what was it, the 7K or the 8K follower special? And so it's, yeah, rip. I'm thinking, I don't know if we want to pose sword or we want to attack here. I'm going to try attacking and see what happens. I don't know how strong these things are. Okay, that's very bad. That's very bad. I don't like this. Oh, they're weak. Okay, good. How about the purple one? Ooh, a little stronger. Oh, he attacks twice. Oh, boy. But the other ones are real easy to kill, so we can probably just Yeah, we can just do that. A doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doo.
Get a pirate hat. Do I look like Zophar to you?
Doodle-doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Have some doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doo. All of them. It was 8K and 9K that he missed Dark Knights. Gotcha. Has anyone heard anything out of Dreamhaven? It was a group forum. Doom that wanted to get back to classic games. No, I haven't heard of that. When is there like a website with that information? He missed them all. Garbicus. Retro Day says you forgot to do a 1K follower thing. I heard that. So Rig, which follower? What did you used to do for the follower specials? How did this all come to be? Like, where did this all come from? And then it just became rest in peace. Pray tell. Oh, doodle, doodle, doodle. Yeah, Rig, I really think you would like the Lunars. They're very traditional RPGs that you would enjoy. They're just harder. But honestly, the PlayStation versions are not that hard. Especially Lunar 2. This was so much harder on the Sega CD. This was brutal on the Sega CD. As much as I loved it. It's my favorite video game of all time, this game. I'm gonna attack the asshole first, I think. I think if we work on him, we'll have a better time. I probably should have used Post Sword on him, come to think of it. Oh well, oh fuck. We're in trouble. I'm in danger. Doodle doodle doo. Yeah, I should have been watching health. I wasn't watching health. Oh boy. Doodle doodle doodle. We might die here. Woo! It is completely possible we lose. Yeah, we lost. Wow. Game over. We have game over, chat. And that's a wrap. It's a dead man's party. Who's that? Whose voice was that? You are dead. Why am I attacking Rig? Who could that guy be? Well, that's quite unfortunate. They at least have their dev studio. When they go to a publisher, they are forced to push games with a constant crunch in their health. That sucks. Just a joke that snowballed over time, says Rig. The snowball? Yeah, why was Gwen laughing? It must have been Gwen. Fortunately, we saved a little bit before that. What did we lose? Maybe like 2 or 3 minutes? And the game lets you save anywhere, so we're fine.
It's a fucking pirate! No!
Doodle-doodle, doodle. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Evil kitty. Advertising, big problem. Gaming, even single-player game, is a very social activity. Hard to get most gamers try a game they haven't seen an ad for. It's a good point. A lot of games that I got into is because I saw advertising. Mortal Kombat was an example. Like, I saw the game in the arcade, then I saw the ads how it was coming out for Sega Genesis, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta own this. I gotta buy this. So glad I did. My favorite fighting game of all time, Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. And I love Virtua Fighter 2. And I like Street Fighter 2 also, but I digress. A doodle doodle doo. A doodle doo. Yeah, I just gotta keep an eye on health here. Like right now, I should probably heal Hero. Doodle 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 doo. Doodly doo. Doodle doodle doo. It's doodle doo. Doodle 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 doo. We've got to keep our strength up. Advertising issue too, but it goes much deeper than that. It's not really helpful for pretty much anyone except the people at the top. And sadly, how it goes a lot of the time. Wish it wasn't that way. Shouldn't be that way. I said it's doodle 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 doodly doodly doodly. All right, we'll save here. A doodly, a doodly, a doodly. Doodle doodle doo. How are we doing with only 12 more experience to the next level? Okay. That's not bad. Aw, shit. Red Brown, thank you for gigantifying the Doodly-Doo Wizard for 30 bits. Your support of the Realm of the Domain is greatly appreciated. Alright, how are we going to handle this? We need some tactics. I'm just going to use these tactics. Doodle-doo. And once again, I forgot to use the post sword. F! I said that it is a doodle-doo. Doodle doodle doo. It's doodle doo. Doodle 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 doo. Well, whatever the problem is, I agree it's a problem. Which what ends up happening is good developers end up not developing anymore. And then you lose great games. But, you know, you could go super deep into some of this stuff. It's all about maxing the money nowadays, quantity of cash over quality of game. Unfortunately, I see that a lot. That's why the indie games, like a lot of the games they call indie games versus like 5-star games, like I hate that fucking term, 5-star game, or diamond, or whatever the hell dumb terms they use. How about you just call them big studio games and games? And that way you know which ones to stay away from. Big studio. Doodly. Do I want to heal here? Do I want to use an herb? I'm going to do a heal at me. Doodle-doodle-doo. Shit. I don't want to not fight these battles. Like, these are battles that are important to get levels. So I'm going to fight them. Doodly-doodly, doodly-doo, 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 doodly-doo. The ass, the ass, the ass. Yeah, AAA, that's it. I couldn't remember what the hell they were called. Like, it's a 5-star, diamond. AAA, yeah. AAA, what a stupid term. He says because they're made great games on somewhere, which people ignore because they don't appear in magazines, Twitch ads, streaming ads. Yep, some of the best games nobody gets to know about. Uh-oh, something's happening in here. What's this? What did that do? All right, we did something. I don't know what we did, but we did something. Doodle 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 doo. I'm gonna say we should save. Doodle. Oops. There we go. Doodly doodle. Doodle doodle doo. Doodle 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 doo. Doodly 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 doo. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Shit. Did that reset all the monsters by doing that? Uh-oh. Hold on. Fuck, it did. No! F! We'll always have Lunar 2 on the PlayStation, indeed. Cash grab games, yeah. Actually, let's we'll do this. 5-star and diamond's a bullshit. You deal with it at work. Oh, God. AAA should be a car club if it's going to exist at all. Well, that and a type of anti-aircraft gun. I don't know where 5-star in my brain came from. Oh, God. You recognize Double A because he's a 4 horseman? It might not be anti-aircraft, but it's definitely anti-pirate. Yarr! Thanks for the 30 bits, Red Brown.
Darkicus11584 100 bits. Zophar, I wish to inform you that your stream has been acquired by the venture capital firm of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. As a result, you are now a Madden streamer. You don't get paid more, but I roll in the money. Financial.
Darkicus, thank you for the 100 bits. Your support of the realm and the domain is greatly appreciated. I want to cast Poe's Sword here, and I don't know why I can't find it. There it is. Yeah, I can't leave this to chance. That dude just doesn't want to die. Dodge this! There we go. Doodle, doodle, doodle. So we got our level. 1 attack, 2 defense, 2 agility, 2 speed, 2 wisdom, 2 magic defense. Boom. Doesn't kill that guy, get rid of all the others. Oh, is that how it works? You don't lose experience for it if you do that, right? We're going to have Gwyn heal himself, and then, yeah, we have a problem now. We definitely have a problem. I'm going to have to herby herb. And then what's in here? This again. Doodle doodle doo. Doodly doodly doodle doo. A doodly. A doodly doodly. So this is where we were going to go. We did both of these rooms. Here, hold on. I'm going to save here. And then we've done 2 rooms so far, right? 2 of those. Sample my goods. Yeah, it's frustrating, Tsunami Demon, for sure. Doodle doodle doo. Oh. Starlight. This might come in handy. Uh-oh.
Why do you look
Can I
so
avoid
down?
him?
Never give up.
Oh, shit.
Never surrender.
Doodly. It's doodly. It's doodly doodly. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to attack this dude. Doodly doo. Yeah, sounds right. I miss George Carlin. He was great. So, Melpo, you think we should just attack the purple dude? With a post sword, maybe? Doodly-doo. Doodly-doo. Good call, Melpo. How did I forget that? That's why Melpo rocks. One of many reasons she rocks. Doodly. Doodly doodly fuck doodly 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 doo. Oh, 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 oh. It's doodly. It's doodly doodly. Doodle doodle doo. Maybe we're not supposed to go up. Maybe we're supposed to go down. I don't even remember what direction we were headed. Yeah, now it's activated. Do I have enough? Do I have enough fortitude here? As Mankind McFoley said, do I have the testicular fortitude to do this part? Anybody remember that? Testicular fortitude. You've been playing the Sega CD version lately and you got annoyed by them. Well, I'm glad you knew that. Uh-oh, now we have a problem. Oh boy. Post sword maybe? Doodly-doo. Doodly-doo. Do I still have the Galleon puppet from the clip? I do, Spike Misery. It's upstairs in my bedroom. Have some doodly-doo. Doodly-doodly-doo. Should be able to beat him with attacks now. Doodly-doo. Doodly-doodly-doodly-doodly-doo. There we go. I said it's doodly-doodly. Why is there no taste? My refreshment. Duke Darkwood, you should submit it. There probably isn't one because no one submitted one yet. Oops. Alright, so this should work. Do I want to fight one more battle? How are we on experience? Let's see. 33. Or 26. I don't know. Do we fight that battle? Do another save? Nothing wrong with saves coming. Game lets you do it. Sample my goods. I kind of like it when a lot of people die, which was released after he died. That's an ironic name. The Guy in Punch and Puppet's amazing and everyone should have one. I agree. It was the only thing I ever sent away for. That my parents let me send away for. You do indeed want the game out now rather than in 5 freaking years. You know Gears was made in 2.
Hi. Welcome to Zophar's domain. We're going to save scum.
And then after that I turned 18 and it didn't matter anymore. I'm going to fight this dude. I want the experience. That looks like the same open chest in Phantasy Star 4, right? Alright, we're gonna... Yeah, we'll do this. Doodle-a-doo, 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 doodle-a-doodle-a-doodle-a-doo, doodle-a-doo, doodle-a-doo. Maybe we don't even need post sword anyway, or anymore. I know, that's the problem. Nobody has patience anymore. Everyone should just be patient. Yeah, I had a music teacher in 25 years ago at college when I was taking music composition, and he said that the speed of life just kept speeding up in each generation, and he said that eventually in our generation he thought, he passed away, rest in peace, his name was Mr. Sylvan, and he said the pace of life is going to continue to increase so high that eventually everyone is going to die of heart attacks. Because the pace of life will be too much to handle, and everyone will just start getting heart attacks. That's what he told us. I'm like, oh, that's... I love your optimistic vision of the future, Mr. Sylvan. Unfortunately, he was right with almost everything he ever said. So take that how you will. Uh-oh. This statue really gives me the creeps, hero. Hey, please get out of here. A late game's only late until it ships. A wizard is never late, Mr. Frodo. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. First impressions definitely matter. I can attest to that one because I don't buy games if my first impression sucks of them. Doing the obvious, as you know, you mentioned you prefer the Sega CD version of Lunar 1 to PlayStation. You have no preference for Sega CD Saturn or PSX Lunar 2. So we're similar doing the obvious. I also prefer the Sega CD version of Lunar 1 to PlayStation. For the second one, they're very similar. I would say this is the better game because it cuts out some of the bullshit. It's got shorter load times,
no random battles, no save experience crap, no magic experience, better cutscenes, but it keeps the plot, the story, the characters, the soundtrack intact. So they're both good, but this is, if you want to cut out the BS and have a little easier time, get this one. But yeah, I'm mostly with you on that. Oh, gotcha, Tsunami Demon. You actually beat this first with Duke Donuts when you were doing weekly game nights in LA? Oh, you beat this with Duke Donuts? Interesting. I'm scared to ask you how he got through this game. I know how much he loves Vic Ireland. That's interesting. He must have patched it. This statue really gives me the creeps here. Could we please get out of here?
Oh dear, it's another Guardian. Fortunately, we haven't done anything to threaten the Spire.
We're murdering all these monsters that are defending the Spire. How have we not threatened the Spire? Explain that to me. You must have controlled it and made a drinking game out of the dice rolling attack. Oh, that's not. I like that from Ron Farr. Doing the obvious, the story is more or less the same across all versions of Lunar 2, yep. PSX is just the more streamlined gameplay-wise. Isn't like Lunar 1 which is hugely changed. Yep, we were talking about this earlier, doing the obvious. How basically Lunar Silver Star Story Complete is more like Lunar 1.5. It's not the same game. It's radically different. So I just say it's an alternate dimension game where, hey, would you like to play the remix of Lunar where everything's different? All the characters still have the same names, and they're voiced by the same people. And you still have to defeat the Magic Emperor, but that's about it. Everything else is different. Interesting you got the 60 CHD vibes because you thought they'd be better. I mean, I'm using the CHD version of Lunar 2. I have the game, but we're playing on the Mister, and we're using CHDs. Here, I'll show you. See? CHDs. Think that's bad? Try the GBA re-release of Lunar 1, Godzilla Almighty. Oh god. We were talking about this earlier, that a lot of people didn't like the Game Boy Advance release. That was Lunar Legend, right? Tsunami Demon says the biggest change between the version of Lunar was between the Sega CD and the Saturn PlayStation version. Correct. But in the Sega CD version, Leo didn't announce he was going to Gwen's place. True. He just found him when he arrived. He didn't know the destroyer's name from Earth. It's also true. Gene's foreshadowing. Alright, so yeah, they did. They added some stuff. That's true. They fleshed it out.
One hostile act on our part and we'd be in a serious world of hurt. Let's hurry along now.
See, like, that stuff's funny to me. Like, in the Sega CD version, you're right, like, that stuff also didn't happen. You just saw them and they're looking ominous. You're like, I wonder what that is. I think it's fun that they added that stuff. I think, again, they figured you played the original, so you'd like and appreciate the nods. But, you know, to each his own. To each their own.
Zophar's domain.
Mazin2XIS, thank you so much for the follow and for joining the realm of the domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. Sega CD was more grimdark and told a bare month when I understand the story. And Lunar, yes, agreed for Lunar 1. I agree with all of that too, in the obvious. Duke Darwin says that said, at least the PS1 version doesn't throw in a cheap shotting boss completely out of nowhere with no context, shortly after you just had a boss. Oh, yeah. And the PS1 version doesn't have Borgin do a turn 0 gravity bomb sometimes. But you know what? I am sad that they nerfed Zophar. Well, you'll see, for those that haven't seen this when we get to the end, Hellwave was so much more punishing, if I remember correctly, in the Sega CD version than the PlayStation version. They should have left Hellwave alone. The Game Boy Advance one has a couple interesting ideas, but the execution poor. And Dragon Song, yeah. Maybe one day when I want to feel torturous, I'll play Dragon Song. Alright, let's continue on. Doodly doo. Doodly doodly. It's doodly doo. Doodle doodle doo. Hero, Gwen, look at that. Isn't it fantastic? You're sad that they nerfed Zophar, because I am Zophar. You got it. They cannot nerf me. I didn't rim shot myself, so that's a rim fail, actually. I guess I should give myself a rim fail. You had a perfectly timed rim shot and you blew it. There you go. Oh, they re-released Lufia too? I thought there was only Super Nintendo versions of him. That's interesting. You think he's meaner in this version? At least he takes a shit ton of time to kill? Well, yeah, I think he has more hit points in this version. But I just felt he was more dangerous. I mean, I'm going from memory. We're talking 24 years ago, so I could be wrong.
Indeed it is, Ruby, indeed it is. After all these years of gazing at the blue spire from afar, I'm about to unlock its mysteries.
We have to keep walking before you start unlocking, Grandpa. Touche.
Doodle-doo.
I'm running, I'm scheming, I'm gonna get a cannon to the face.
Doodle-doo. I hope not. Doodle-doo. Doodle-doo. Oh, it's doodly beyond belief.
Mia never decides to stay behind and be a shopkeeper, for example. I mean, Luna sticks around in the PlayStation version. In the Sega CD version, she's gone at the end of Safe. There's a lot of stuff like that. Pretty damn bad. The story sucks. The gameplay sucks. The designs are generic. Can't go single quad again. Oh, you're comparing the Game Boy Advance version. Yeah, I still haven't played the Game Boy Advance version.
Doodly doodly. Doodly doodly doodly. Doodly doodly doo. Oof. It's doodly doo. Doodly doo. Doodly 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 doo. Doodle doodle doo. It's doodly doo. Oh boy. Ouch. A doodle doodly doo. Doodle 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 doo. Sometimes you gotta doodly doo. Doodly doodly doo.
Now, if I go back to the healing point, does that enemy come back? I think it does. But let's make sure.
It's doodly doo. Doodle doodle doo. It's doodly doo. Doodly doodly doo.
You'd say the music in Dragon Song sucks, but you don't even remember it? Gotcha. Oh, look, it didn't regenerate. Or did it? Or maybe it did. I don't know. There's a dude up there. What's this?
It's doodly.
Oopsie. Does it at least have a non-glitched penultimate dungeon? Oh, dear.
I said that it is doodly doo, doodly doo, doodly doo. Oh, doodly, 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 doodly. Have some doodly doo, doodly, doodly doo.
Yeah, if I remember right, I think in the Sega CD version of this, I don't think you get Gwyn. It's a more meandering sequel than Breath of Fire Dragon Core. I wanna beat that someday. I still have it for PlayStation 2. Every time I pull it and I ask people if they want to see it, no one ever wants to see it. Like, I don't remember it being that bad. It just didn't feel anything like a Breath of Fire game. I think that was the problem. It's like the same reason why people didn't like Halloween 3 back then. Because it was nothing like the others, no Michael Myers. I'm gonna... Nah. Do I want to do that? I'm just gonna attack, who cares? To be fair, Dragon Quarter is a fine game on its own merits. The problem is Dragon Quarter has Breath of Fire attached to it. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. If it just didn't have the word Breath of Fire in it, like if they just called it Dragon Quarter, it would have been way better. But people expected a Breath of Fire game. And like you had to keep going through the game multiple times to beat it for real, right? Like you had to keep dying. Wasn't that the whole idea behind it? And each like loop, you'd get deeper or something. Gwen's in trouble. I'm in danger. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. A doodle-doo. Alright, let's see.
Doodly-doodly-doodly-doodly-doodly-doodly-doodly-doo. F! It's doodly-doo. Doodly-doodly-doo. Doodly-doodly-doo. Doodle-doodle-doo.
Well, Gwyn lost out on some experience there. As such, it's a bad Breath of Fire game. Same problem that Silent Hill 4 The Room has. If it had been some IP, it would have been received better. Quite unfortunate.
Doodly. Okay. It's doodly doodly.
Angel Tear, remember Angel Tear? That is, oh shit. That will take care of dying. It will heal your deathy death. Doodly. It's dude. Oh shit! There's a slimy slime there. Doodle doodle doo. Doodle doodle doo. Doodly oops. Doodly oops. Technically, did not have to keep dying. Anything dying unlocks. The NG Plus mode will also unlock. Oh, that's interesting. So you're saying you could beat the game on a single iteration if you really wanted to? I think we're gonna do a post sword on dude back here. Doodle 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 dodge this. Doodle doo. Doodle doodle doo. In terms of gameplay, it's a meandering mess of a sequel that tries to be too different and accomplishes nothing, feeling detached from the series. Ergo, you qualify it as understood. Oops. There we go. Doodle 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 doo. I said it is doodle doo. Doodle doodle doo. With the ability to continue progression, if you do die and happen to lock some code in the process, is incidental. It's a safety net. A little bit of a linear beeline. Doodle doodle doodle. I wonder what the speed run is for that game. I wonder how fast it can be beaten. Hold on a minute here. Doodly. What's in here? Is this just back downstairs? Oh, fuck. Might as well try to fight it. You can beat Breath of Fire Dragon Core without the SOL restart. It's relatively unlikely that the first time in the game some people expect a learning curve. Most of the time you want to restart the loop instead of dying. Oh, okay, I see. Doodly doo. It's doodly. It's a freaking cannon. It's a freaking cannon. No! Doodle 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 doo. Oh, doodle doo. Doodle 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 doo. I'm speeding. I'll say it get a cannon to the face. Sometimes you just need to take a cannon to the face. What can I say? You can be Fallout 1 low percent in less than 10 minutes with manipulation. But what about Dragon Core? Doodle doo. I said it's doodly doo. Doodle doodle doo. Ah, there we go. We got a level. Everything goes up by 1. And that is noise. And we learned Squall. Create a windy diversion. Oh, Gwyn got his level. There we go. Defense up by 1 and wisdom up by 1. And fractured armor was learned. Reduces the target's defense rating. Doodle, doodle, doodly doodle, doodle. We'll keep going, I think. Doodle, 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 doo. It's doodly. Fuck. Well, that's unfortunate. The higher your D ratio, you'll start seeing new events and new loops. Yeah, it's an interesting concept. That's why I always wanted to, like, really give it a try. But no one ever wants me to play it. Ever. Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter for the PS Twain. I literally have played this game like once. Like, it's pristine. Literally, look at the manual. Like, I think I've opened it one time. I don't know. I wanna try it. I can barely remember anything about it other than you can just loop and die a lot. Doodle 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 doodle. You misspoke. It's not related to D-Ratio but restarting. Oh, okay. There were worse Capcom games for PS2 and Mega Man X7. You watch the play of that game, you're never gonna play it again. Not bad, huh? Doodle doo. Is it like frustrating? Is it boring? Is it like what do you think the worst aspects of it are? Doodle doo doodle 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 doo. Doodle 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 doo. Doodle 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 doo. Doodle doo. Doodle doodle doo. We got an herb. We found an herb, my friendos. Bit of both. Some scenes are just from restarting. Oh shit, we dodged him. We dodged out the way. Oh shit, can we get in here? and some are ratio gated. Oh shit, we're fighting it. At D ratio 1 out of 256, all possible content's unlocked, and the only reason to keep going farther is accomplishment. So the higher that D ratio is, which I guess the smaller the number, right? Because 1 out of 256 is smaller than 1 out of 8, number-wise. But the higher that second number goes, the more content that gets unlocked. You gotta be precise as possible. Burn to the ground, burn to the ground, burn to the ground. Sounds good. Nothing spices up grinding like a good conversation. Exactly. Sometimes you just gotta converse while grinding. We could do Squall, but the Squall works around a zone. I mean, we could try it, see what it does. But the problem with doing that is then I can't post sword dude, so nah, we're not gonna do that. Doodle doodle doo. Have some fresh doodlies. Doodle doodle doo. It's doodle doo. Doodle 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 doo. Said it's doodle doo. Doodle doo. Yeah, we'll do tactics. It might sound like hyperbole, but there's seriously a boss that screams burn to the ground in a hard voice loudly, constantly overlaps, so he sometimes doesn't even finish the line. Oh god. That's in Dragon Quarter. Oh boy. It's doodle doodle. Doodle 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 doodle. Wait, what are we talking about? The worst part is the girl turns out to be Althena and she marries the hero. So why then is Alex the last? Wait, which Lunar are we talking about here? Tickhound? Which version of Lunar? Doodle doodle doo. We gotta heal. Doodle 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 doo. I'm looking. I'm trying not to cannon up my face. F. X7 is not a game. It is a train wreck. It is an experience. It is both. Doodle doo. No, we don't want Boomerang. Hold on. It is doodle. X4, greatest game. Was X4 or X5 the one that has, what are we fighting for? Which one was that? X7 is what happens when failure, misery, and pain all congeal into a disc that the PlayStation 2 coincidentally interact with. Tell us how you really feel without telling us how you really feel. What am I fighting for? Which one was that? Was it 4, 5, or 6? I said it's doodle-doo. I feel like it was 4. It was 4. Okay. That was for PlayStation, right? Doodle-doo. I said it's doodle-doodle. Doodly, doodly, doodly. Do you think there's a reason to go down? I feel like we should keep going up. But, like, what if there's stuff down there? Let me save real quick. It's doodly doodly. It's doodly doodly doo. It is doodly doodly doo. Now let it save. There we go. I'm gonna go down just to see if there's like chesty chests or something. I don't think there are. Oh, it doesn't reset the enemies. That's interesting. Doodle doodle. Yeah, there's nothing by going down. Oh, doodle doodle doo. It is totally doodly. Oh shit, there was an enemy right there. Oh, chesty chest. Healing nut. This might come in handy. Uh-oh. F. I can't go any further, look. Alright, there's gotta be another way to go. Is there another way to go? Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. There's no point in getting 1/4. You can see everything on second playthrough is 1 out of 256. Does it start real high and drop down? Is that how it goes? Like 1 out of 80 something something, 1 out of 4 something, 1 out of KJ and Inafune, oh, I'm saying his name right. But don't the X series and wanted to start developing 0 series in GBA. Capcom made XS behind his back to be out there before it could be Mirror of existence. One of the things you most like about Dragon Quarter is actually the combat. Simplified, turn-based variant, the free movement, range, independent style of combat. Vagrant story has. I've never played Vagrant story. That's why X6 was so sloppy. It was a rush job. It's always sad when they rush games. If we lost Gwyn. All right, it's fine. We'll heal himself. There is no Lunar Dragon Song. There is no Breath of Fire 4. There is no Ultimate 9. Wait, you didn't like 4? I thought people liked 4. Dragon Quarters 5. This is the one that doesn't exist, right? Doodly. Gotcha, yeah, that's what I figured you meant, Darbicus. D ratio is your rank. And how do you get ranked? Like, how does it go? How does it change? What makes it change? We're gonna do a healy heal. We're gonna do a healy heal. Doodle. Oh boy, this is not good. Neither one of these leads to anything that helps us. Oh, maybe we're supposed to go here. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, that works. Breath of Fire 4 is fine. Would be better if it didn't have that washed out muted color scheme everywhere. Early PlayStation games. What year did Breath of Fire 4 come out? Was that like 99 or 2000? Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter was 2003. 4 is late. Okay, 3 is early PlayStation, 4 was late PlayStation. 1 was early Super Nintendo, and 2 was late. Right. Okay. I remember now. Doodly. It's doodle-doo. Doodle-doo. No comment on Dragon Song. But hey! We got a raid tonight. It's Mystic the Urge. Raiding us tonight, my friends. OMG.
Mystic_Theurge is raiding with a party of 3 members.
Mystic the Urge, thank you for the raid. Welcome to Raiders. I'm Zophar, founder of Zophar's Domain. We're playing the Zophar's Domain game. What were you playing, Mystic the Urge? Go follow Mystic the Urge, everyone. He's great. I see a little Castlevania going on in the clip right there.
But, you know, I'm really glad I found you, and I'm glad you're still a functional church, and I want to be involved, you know. Speech 100.
Gotcha.
12 months of sub in a realm of domain.
Mystic the Urge, thank you for the 12 months at Tier 1. That's a year of subscribing to the realm of domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. Continue to enjoy the after-viewings, the emotes, and the sub-badges. That's a measure of potential. Gotcha. You made level 60 in World of Warcraft. GG on WoW, Mystic the Urge. That is a big achievement. The highest I ever got, I think I got a character like level 36 or something. Definitely not 60. Doodle-doo, it's doodle-doodle-doo. It's doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doo. Intentionally used a washed out color scheme for whatever reason. Think of a VHS that used to be bright and colorful, but it started to get washed out. That's what they were aiming for. I wonder why they did that. So that was an artistic choice, not just bad design. This might come in handy. Do a little healy heal. It's doodly. You can never get past level 30 back in the day. Yeah, I see what some of me. Yeah, I only played it for like the first 2 or 3 years, I want to say. It was a lot of fun, but man, such a time sink. I didn't have the time for it ultimately. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. 3 and 4 equally guilty of minigame overload. Well, that's like every Final Fantasy. You want to see minigame overload? Play Shenmue 3. Shenmue 3 has more minigames than game. Doodly, a doodle doodly doo. Doodly. Go away for 30 minutes. Still fighting the slimes. But look, we're getting good levels. Yakuza 0 has more minigames than game. Yeah. People tell me Yakuza is like the spiritual successor of Shenmue Mui. Oh, wow, that's creepy. That's creepy AF. Let's go up this way. I said that it's Dude F. It's doodle-doodle-doo. It is indeed the one true video game. Lunar 2 Eternal Blue complete for the PlayStation. Doodle-doo. This is a bad one. Okay. Pretty soon I'm not gonna have post-sword and we're gonna have a problem. Doodle-doodle-doo. 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 Doodle-doo. Doodle 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 doo. I'll say it's doodle doo. I guess we'll do some attacks here. Breath of Fire 3 and 4 are way more minigame intensive than almost every Final Fantasy. Oh, wow. See, I've only ever played Breath of Fire 1 and a little bit, a tiny little bit of 2. We gotta do 2 eventually. I know I promised GOG 0. I promised GOG 0 we'd eventually do Breath of Fire 2. I promised Story we would eventually do Shining Force 3 Scenario 2. I kept my promise to Ealtis. We did Dark Wizard. Remember Ealtis? I miss Ealtis. Let's go up here. Starlight. This might come in handy. Doodly. 72 silver. This might come in handy. We're over 3 hours in and we haven't even met Lucia yet. Yeah, you're right. Well, we spent the first hour getting cannon. You can blame Gamers Uplink for that shit. Well, Zophar, I'm gonna just keep canning you. I'm gonna make everyone else canning you. That's how that went. That first hour was cannoning galore. But as long as it felt good for all of you, then it was worth it. Right? A doodle-doo, doodle-doo. 3 had an excuse being so early on in the PlayStation lifespan, like other games that wanted to test the hardware. Final Fantasy VII, also chock full of minigames. Well, it's like Rig says, minigame after minigame after minigame. Nope. Good try, Spike Misery. I hear you're gonna do an Eye of the Beholder speedrun. I hear you're gonna do the DOS version and see if you can deal with there being no soundtrack. Wait, no, Spike Misery. Eye of the Beholder has no soundtrack. And Pirate Cannon has a lot of sound. Spike Misery, a cannon in the brain, causing me pain. Now I need grog to lift all the fog. But I love to fight another game parties. Imagine Lucia waiting, patiently tapping her foot. I almost said passionately. Lucia's passionately tapping her foot. Oh my god. Minigames are good, except Sphere Break. So tell me about Sphere Break, since I've never played it.
From what I've seen, I tell you, you're not pirates, you're just slackers. A pirate I was meant to be.
Trim the sails and roam the seas, my hearties. Alright, we'll do a heal here. It's doodly. Is there anything down that I care about? Nope. How about the other side? Uh-oh. What's cool is you can dodge the enemies in this. Nope. Alright, so we want to keep going up. Doodle doodle doo. Doodle doodle doo. Doodly 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 doo. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. The Blue Spire. This is the 6th floor. Chat, we're pretty high up in the spire now. Let's go look. Wow. God, guys, look at those graphics. Zophar found himself in deep water doing ventures at Waterdeep. Oh my god, Waterdeep was bullshit deep is what it was. What would passionate foot tapping look like? I would demonstrate, but then Twitch would ban me. Doodle doodle doo. So we can't demonstrate that. You do kind of want to Shenmue 4 where it's just mini games of everyone Ryo annoyed in the first 3 games or even a Harbor Bench. That'd be hot. Oh shit, this is different. Right. In the Sega CD version, this would have just been, you would have found Lucia here. This is the 7th floor of the spire. The ancient writings tell of a hidden passage to the top. Doodle. And we must search this room thoroughly to find it, my boy. Like that cherry tree in 2 and 3 has boxing gloves on its branches. Hey, are you ready for round 2, punk? Yeah, a certain number of coins. You have to use them to add up to the goal numbers. Get points, you need a certain number of points in like 20 turns. And on time, that does not sound fun. Holy, no more slimes. I hope not. Can't remember. And the numbers you have to work with are random. That does not sound like fun, Ranker. Doodle doodle. The architecture of the Blue Spire is even more incredible than I imagined. Oh, have you found the passage to the top of the spire, my boy? Not yet, Grandpa. Then we just have to look harder, examine everything, leave no stone unturned. Is he saying anything different? There has to be a way to the top of the spire from this chamber, lad. Keep searching. Probably there. I'm gonna look everywhere else. Yeah, it looks like right there. Can I just walk into the portal? It looks like a star. Whoa, Hero, what is this? Let's go get Grandpa and show it to him. I bet he'll know. Uh-oh. Hero, what's happening, Hero? Hero! Yeah, he's like, oh, I don't see it. It must be hidden. It's like right the fuck there. It's this giant blue earth-looking thing. Hero? I think we just found the secret passage to the top of the spire. You don't think the destroyer's around here, do you? I don't want to be eaten by a monster. You worry too much, Ruby. And besides, I don't think either of us looks very tasty. The tasty? Doodle-lee-doodle, lee-doodle-lee-doo, doodle-doodle-doo. It's doodle-a-doo. Who wants to play with math? People that like Sudoku.
Beautiful.
Uh-oh. Plot happening. The plot, the plot, the plot. Doodle-doo. Uh-oh.
Yeah!
Yeah! Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's not be hasty, Mr. Meriadoc. Still, I think he's rather tasty. From the One Step Ahead of the Breadline song, Duke Darkwood. One step ahead of the breadline, one step ahead of my sword. I steal only what I can afford. That's everything. Let's not be too hasty. Still, I think he's rather tasty. Yeah, now I got it in my head. Yeah, one jump ahead, that's it. Yeah. Gotta live to steal, gotta steal to eat. Otherwise, we'd get along. You ever see the Broadway show? It's so good. Hey, it's the pendant. The Lucia's pendant. Indeed. What is happening? I still don't know what the hell a nom de plume was. And I've heard that in that song a million times. Yeah, I'm wearing the real one, see? That one's a fake that you see. It's like in Harry Potter how they switched the locket. I switched the pendant. Uh-oh. What's happening? I love the robe, by the way. The robe rocks. The hat's great, too. Look at his face.
It's a fake.
No, it's real! Why does Ruby say she's gonna hurl when she sees Lucia? Well, what would make her hurl? Look at Hero, he's like, oh. That's good stuff. It literally means pen name. Nom de plume. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Duke Darkwood. Why are they freaking out?
My name is Lucia. I have come from the Blue Star on an urgent
She's expecting
mission.
a monster. Yeah, you're probably
Your
right.
world is in grave danger.
Yeah, I would think
must
so.
see Althena immediately. Take me to her.
How do we do that? Yeah, that's true. Good point, Rankus. When she first teleports in.
She looks like she could be some sort of goddess or something.
The goddess?
Ruby to Hero!
Look, 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 look.
She's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen.
I think Hero's in love. He's still laying on the ground. Yeah, it's very 90s anime.
It's a fucking...
Oh, I could go for a pizza right now.
Doodle What's wrong with you? She's not even human.
I
Here,
know.
Let me tuck your tongue back into your mouth and wipe that drool off your chin.
The drool?
Ouch! Knock it off!
Oh, man. Yarmore, thanks for redeeming the piratey hat. You know, the chair continues to be high, says I. But while 'tis true that my debauchery is my way of compensating, the rum may always be gone. Heroes blushing a deep... What the... Is that magenta? Blushing a deep shade of magenta, me hearties. And I may be the worst pirate ye ever heard, with a matching bandana. Ye have heard of me. Even though they are very different. Hey, wait, Lucia, where are you going? I must find Althena and join with her to fight. Houston, we have a problem. I feel like I'm not aligned with this game here and its goals. I feel like we have a difference of Zopharology. Too reddish to be magenta, you want to say chartreuse? Is that how you say chartreuse? You'd help if you have another cannon blast. Althena, the goddess of our world, why do you need to find her? Ooh, excuse me, that's the second time tonight. To Cal, thank you for redeeming the voice of Zophar.
Oh God, wouldn't that be amazing?
We'll get that for you after Zophception. A doodle-doo. That's the Sega CD version. It's doodle-doo.
We did it!
That's that version right there. Sega CD, PlayStation.
What?
Sega CD, PlayStation. Thank you, Ephraimi, for the video of Zophception. And now, for Tekald, we shall redeem the voice of Zophar.
Zophar, your twisted words don't scare us. We will not allow you to pervert this world with your evil. Your game's up.
It's a fucking...
Thank you again to Cloud for redeeming the voice of Zophar. More of a pale reddish red. You know, you cut open a radish, it's a little pinkish on the inside, whatever you call that color. Oh. They need to make a vid with the same boss while the vid runs. That'd be awesome. We can call it Eternal Blueception. Althena, the goddess of our world? Why do you need to find her? Who are you? I'm Hero, and this is Ruby. In the flesh. The two of you are residents of this world? You must guide me to Althena. It is urgent that I find her and speak with her. Are you nuts, lady? You just show up out of nowhere and expect a trip to the goddess? Here's an adventure, not a tour guide, and no one knows where Althena is anyway. Ruby's right, but this girl obviously needs the help of a brave warrior like myself. Wait a minute. That sounds a little uncharacteristic for Hero. That's something Ronfar would say. I don't know if I can help you, Lucia, but I'm willing to try. We'll see what Grandpa has to say about this, Hero. Now your clip will seem too late. Melpo fucked up with the F2. Sorry, it happens. We must leave at once. If it was the one played while I did it on, you feel it gave a great echo effect? Oh, that might be good then. We'll have to see how the clip plays when I post it later. A doodle doo. What's happening? Doodle doodle doo. Bah! Confound it all, son, don't scare me like that. You had me beside myself with worry, young man. I've been looking all over for you. Where in tarnation did you go? Oh dear, who's this you found? Her name is Lucia. We found her at the top of the blue spire inside a giant green crystal. And guess what, Grandpa? She says she's from the Blue Star. By Althena herself. She traveled here from the Blue Star? G. Levy has a sword. You can send the clip link. G. Levy, you still awake? Hero, we have to get out of here right away. If Lord Leo discovers her here, we're in big trouble, and so is she. We'll talk later. Let's go. Oh, boy. Can we go back in here? Nothing's happening this time. Maybe it doesn't work anymore. The winged creature does not understand the portal. Doodly-doo. Oh, doodly. Oh, doodly-doo. Alright, nothing else to do here. We sure can, Spike Misery. We sure can. And we sure shall. 777. Right. Lucky number 77. It does not show any stats for her because Lucia is a very mystical being. All she has is Lucia's hat, Lucia's robe, and Lucia's pendant. See? The pendant. No stats. The stats. Towie! GG again, Towie, yesterday on beating Chrono Trigger. Both you and GOG Zero whipped the Lavos ass. You should all follow Tuiji, by the way. She's a great streamer. She's a member of the Zophar's Domain stream team. She's lots of fun to watch. She has great redemptions like Shrexual Healing and My Immortal and Log Drivers, and she plays fun games, and she likes RPGs and point and click, so check her out. You will enjoy her stream. Indeed she did. Now she just has to get the next 11 endings. Just 11 to go, Tuiji, 11 to go. Look, Lucia's pendant is shiny and mysterious. See? Shiny and mysterious.
They're not even a real country anyway.
They're not. All right, let's do a little savey save. We're gonna do a savey save. Doodle do, freaking do. Savey save. Ain't got no time for stats. We're talking about practice. All right, let's go. Doodle. Uh-oh. What is this? Why are there monsters? What's groovin', bro? Why are there monsters within the blue spire? Don't worry, Lucia. I'll get rid of these fiends for you with a few swats of my sword. The swats? Uh-oh. That's a lot of crystal knights, and we're not healed. Attack? Beavis? Attack? Doodly. You won't interfere. Plasma Rain. Oh, this one's awesome. Ooh, experience and silver. Thanks, Lucia. Doodly-doo. Hero gains a level. 2 attack, 1 defense, 2 agility. She's a goddess. +2 wisdom, +1 speed, +2 magic defense. That still only counts as 1. Don't tell the elf. You'll have to toss me. See, the monsters weren't defending the spire. You were doing the right thing and fighting them. Did you see that magic? Lucia, how are you able to cast such a powerful spell? I have no time for questions, hero. You must take me to the goddess Althena, and quickly. Hey, wait up. Did I offend you? I'm sorry if I did. Lucia? Uh-oh. I don't think you offended her, my boy. I think she's just focused on finding the goddess. Hero, I don't think Lucia is human. Her magic is stronger than any I've ever seen. Lord Leo could be right. She could be the destroyer. But why would she come here? She couldn't possibly be the destroyer, Grandpa. She's just a confused and beautiful girl. And she's gonna leave us all behind in the spire unless we catch up to her. Doodly-doodly, doodly-doo. Oh boy. Look. We need healing and we need magic or we're gonna die. Actually, this is probably a great time to just fight everything, right? Right? Just like crush everything. Like if I just do tactics, she'll just destroy everything. Yeah. So we might as well just kill everything. And don't do anything strange to the poor girl. Yeah, like just kill everything. How you doing, Sirik? It's good to see you. I hope you're well. We're doing some Lunar 2 Eternal Blue for the PlayStation. The greatest video game, greatest RPG ever. Best music, best plot, my favorite video game of all time. What we have here is known as a crutch character. You mean the most amazing character in the frickin' world.
I'm in danger.
Doodle-doo. Here comes some atomic burn. Oh, it's gonna make us work for it this battle. Doodly-doodly-doo. One. Doodle-doodle-doo. A little atomic burny burn. I said it's doodly doodly doo. Yeah, we can literally just wipe the floor with them. We can mop the floor with them. Imagine those boss fighty fights. Doodly doodly doo. Here comes Thunderblow. Doodly doo. Doodly doo. Doodly doo. I said it's doodly doodly doo. Excuse me. You wonder if people can glitch her to keep her powerful? Maybe. I mean, think about Phantasy Star 2. You can glitch and keep Nay, right? So there might be a way. I ever played the Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, the older Knight characters like this too. The only Fire Emblem I've ever played and beat, there were two. I did Three Houses for Switch, masterpiece of a game, one of my favorites. And what was the other one for Wii? Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn for the Wii. I did that one too. Doodly-doo. But I have never played Sacred Stones. Also, Sephiroth in the flashback scene, gotcha. Yeah, Red Brown, it's amazing, right? The graphics are great, the voice acting, the music, it loads well, the quality of life stuff. Like, this right here is peak working designs. Like, this, I believe this is their masterpiece. I wish they had given Lunar 1 the same treatment, instead of just remaking the whole game, like, completely remade and changing everything. Like, I think they would have done much better if they had stuck to the Lunar 2 formula. Oh, shit. I just lost the plastic backing to the Lunar 1 box. Well, it was bound to eventually happen. It deteriorated after years. The little plastic. Oh, well. What are you going to do? I said it's a doodle-doo.
Here we go.
Yeah, it would have been nice. We're eventually going to do Vibe, by the way, Rhyming Wild video. It's on my list.
Next
For Sega CD.
Zophar's domain.
Clater, thank you so much for the follow and for joining the realm of the domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. A doodle-doo. Entropy wins. Oh, here comes Thunderblow again. Imagine if a game gave you a pretty OP character and let you keep them. You find it interesting in the social you can control what Lake and Gaia can do, but Miss Lucia does what she wants. Yeah, and interestingly, it's like that the entire way through. At no point do you ever get to control Lucia. Level 1, defense +1, agility +1, and wisdom +1. Okay. A little bit. Yeah, the plastic peg. So it's plastic. It's like a little plastic tab that the game. They hung it on the shelves like that back then, and it finally came loose, and ripped off a piece of it. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Not the end of the world. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm one of the ones that, I'm one of the guys that just says games are meant to be played, so they're gonna wear over time. It's just how it is. Doodle 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 doo. Doodle doodle doo. Doodle doodle doo. Running one video says something you always want to do in Lunar for complete is get a Game Shark code to make your party into Ramus. Oh my god, that'd be great. You ever watch the Simpsons episode where comic book guy is like the collector, and he's like, I will put you in plastic next to my perfect collection of Yasmin Bleeth and Doctor Who, where you will remain in near mint condition. Remember? I don't remember the exact quote. It was something like that. Worst Crutch character ever was Samsung on Beyond the Beyond. Rig has warned me not to play Beyond the Beyond. Accurate? He says he doesn't think I'd enjoy it. Doodle-doodle-doo. Might as well kill all these things. Uh-oh. Oh, well, it's fine. The statues are staying put. Doodle-doo. 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 And now we just wasted a post, so that's cool. Doodle-doodle. I didn't mean to do AI. Oh, well. I said it's doodle-doodle-doo. You remember in the original, it'd be leveled to like level 9 or so in the tower with Lucia in the party. She'd end up banishing the enemies from the tower so that you couldn't just continue to grind. Oh, really? That's interesting. When does that happen? Rig's advice is sound. Alright, no Beyond the Beyond. Doodle-doo-doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doo. Doodle-doo. 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 Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doo. I said it's doodle-doodle-doo. What's up, Wellsish? It's such low XP you couldn't imagine grinding for long. Everybody go follow Wellsish, another great streamer, also a speedrunner. Plays some fun games. I think he's working on Halloween 86. I think it's called, something like that. And Wellsish helped his community. He helped with his community to speedrun us to affiliate back in January of 2022. In 7 days, we gained affiliate, thanks to Wellsish. So thank you, Wellsish. Couldn't tell me as you haven't played it, but it is a tactical style RPO. Front Mission 3. I never played the front missions, but I would like to someday. So many games to put on my listy list. Let's go fight this thing. First playthrough Chrono Trigger. Oh, wow. Well, you never played Chrono Trigger before. Everybody's jumping on the Chrono Trigger train right now. That's great. It's a great game. It's one of my favorites. It's in my top 10. GOG Zero just beat Chrono Trigger today, Wellsish, and Towie just beat it for the first time last night. I've beaten that game 60 bazillion times, so I don't know at what point I'll stream that. It's a great game. I absolutely love it, but I think it's towards the bottom of my list just because I know everything that happens. We just got a level and I missed it. Oh well. So what is that Heroes level? Level 10? Level 11, okay. I'm just looking for enemies right now. Perfect time to grind them, if they're here. I'm gonna have Gwyn do a heal. There we go. Much better. We'll also do a savey save. Doodly doodly doodle doo. It's doodly. It's doodly doodly. You saw Jack start playing it, inspired you to play it, it's gone around, noise. You were eating dinner at the final battle. That's right, we're talking about that. It's legit. Alright, we'll have to fight this thing, that's totally fine. We're trying to fight everything. There we go. It's doodle doodle doo. Doodle doodle doo. You know for a fact you were following Tweegia. How dare. I've noticed that's happened sometimes. Where like I swear I was following someone, but then I wasn't. I really think sometimes it randomly unfollows. Either that or we're just clicking wrong, I don't know. But I swear there's something funky that has happened before. F. Alright, we'll fight it. Doodly. Look up what you said about the Apple alert. In Twitch. You heard from a couple friends who use iPhones that they got an official Apple alert with a malware link. So if any iPhone users are in here, don't click the link. When did that happen, Credo? What kind of Apple alert? Like, I don't know what that would look like. I've never seen anything like that before. Do we know what it looks like? A doodle 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 doo. It was like an Amber Alert sound? Huh. Alright, thanks for letting us know. We'll be on the lookout. Curious to see what that looks like. The link looks sus and you can look it up if I get it. Huh. Alright, I'll keep an eye. Thanks, Credo. Your friend's parents got it and they clicked it? Ooh, that's no fun. Malware sucks. It's tough. Gotta really look. We're getting more and more sophisticated. Doodly doodly, oh doodle doodle doo. Doodle doodle doo. So, this is great. We're making great progress of Lucia just fucking demolishing everything. That's part of the game right here. You don't have to think. You can just click X over and over. Sorry, it's not X, it's cross, right? Sony says this right here, this button, is not an X button, it's a cross button. Does anybody actually call this cross? I've always called it X. Sony says it's cross. Doodling. Another reason not to go Apple. F! I'll let you know if I get it. I haven't seen it yet. Once you hit level 7, Lucia will say, their numbers are endless. We don't have time to fight each and every one of them. Monsters who defend the Blue Spire, I am Lucia. I command you to clear a path for us. And random encounter to shut off the Blue Spire. When does that happen, though? Because we're level 11 and it hasn't happened. Doodly doodly doo. Or is it only in the... Is it only in the Sega CD version, maybe? Maybe it's... Oh, okay. Because the Sega CD version has random battles, that's why. And this doesn't. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, here I'm just going to kill everything. I'm gonna kill literally everything I see. Oh. You have her to crawl crossed by some, but that's a general minority. Gotcha. I will tell you when I click the text message and can't stream. Probably. That happens to take the version of my I got you, man. You're watching the stream from your iPhone? That's good. That means you haven't gotten a link either, probably. Doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. I said that it's doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doo. I said it's doodle-doodle-doo. You finally got the Super Nintendo FX pack, so the Crown Trigger was on the list forever, and you had the Genesis as a kid, so you missed the entire library. Is the SNES FX pack like the EverDrive, but it's like a Super Nintendo bypass? Is it like that, Walzish? You're watching from an Android phone, like a human being. Gotcha, Walzish. Good stuff. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doodle-doodle-doo, doodle-doodle-doo, doodle-doodle-doo. I said it's doodle-doodle-doo. Mora's watching me on your projector out back. Oh, that's awesome. I wouldn't mind having a projector one of these days. What, how big's the screen that you're projecting onto, if you don't mind me asking? Doodly. I'll say that it's doodly. Alright, let's go kill the slimes. Doodle 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 doo. You stole Rig's crystal ball and you're watching for noise. Rig does have a nice crystal ball. Here's a bit of trivia for you. Does anybody know where Rig got that crystal ball from? His divination ball? Who gave it to him? Oh, Towie, I know you knew. I should have said anyone but Towie. Towie is correct. It was Big D, yep. Big D of the International House of Really Cool Stuff. That's what it was called, right? Now you're good, Towie. You have two USB projectors that you stack from the work office.
The weeds!
Couple $100 projectors. These things are throwaways. So actually, about this one. Oh, gotcha, man. Gotcha. So it's 120 inches of amazing realm. The realm. On 120-inch screen. Very nice. It's a crystal ball. It's a fucking crystal ball. No. A doodle doo. I said it's doodle doodle doo. That's exactly what we're saying to all the enemies.
Oh my god! We didn't even fucking save!
You know what's funny? That sound effect, when I'm really like when I get like really bad anxiety, which happens sometimes, I've dealt with it over the years. I've learned to control it. But like that's what happens.
You got Balder! You got Balder!
Like,
you got
what
Balder!
you heard in my voice was pure fear in that sound effect, in case you're curious. If you want to know what anxiety sounds like in Zophar, it sounds like that. And then the whole Popful Mail thing, remember when we lost our save?
Okay,
that was a tough one. Uh-oh. Plot happening, chat. Plot happening. The plot.
I like peanut butter, creamy peanut butter, chunky peanut butter too.
Ooh. That was some good peanut butter. And now everything is great forever.
Is this Althena's world?
Oh, this is the first time she's been outside. Yeah, you see the blue star transported her into the spire from... The idea is that
bidet!
The blue star is supposed to be like Earth, and Lunar is supposed to be the moon, you get it? But in this timeline universe...
I do not sense the aura of her magic power.
The blue star is the dead world, and the moon is the live world.
Oh, we want to go look at Tech War again? Okay, let's go look at fucking Tech War!
Sometimes you just gotta look at Tech War.
But then... perhaps the evil hides it from my sight.
The evil hides it from her sight. Oh dear. Just play a random RPG Maker game from whatever and pretend it was that. One of these days we're going to do an RPG Maker stream. I almost did it when I was on vacation. It was between that and Elden Ring. And ultimately we chose Elden Ring. Did I make the right choice or the wrong choice?
Lucia, you say that you came here from the Blue Star, but what I'm curious about is why you've come here, lass.
Lucia told Hero and me that she needs to see the goddess. Both are wrong choices. I mean, Soda said this was the wrong choice, and this game's freaking awesome, but who knows?
She comes here to meet with Althena. Perhaps she's involved with the Chosen somehow.
That's good.
The Frogut is also cursed.
That's
See, Tea Time Retro says Elden Ring is always a great choice. What's up, Kill Pain? Hope you're doing well. Lunar was the wrong choice due to timing.
Dropped off the Empire State.
I think it's great timing. We needed some reinvigoration. There will be other things we can do on the affiliate-versary. Tikal says there's a lot of talented people making those games. Indeed. Thanks for the garbage truck radiant lights. Well, it would be nice if she'd answer our questions, but I'm having fun trying to figure her out. And hey, maybe she'll introduce us to Althena. Doodle-doo. Alright, so we should do... I can't remember at what point bad things might happen, so I'm going to heal now. And then I'm going to do a savey save. Just in case. Doodle-doodle-doo. It's doodle-doo. And then we'll do this. Alright. Status is saved. And now, let's talk to her. What's the matter? Was Ruby starting to get on your nerves? She's just a little jealous is all. Even though I call out to her with my mind, I cannot sense Althena's presence in this world. How can I have been brought here without being summoned by the goddess? Has something happened to Althena that you have not told me about, Hero?
Oh no, it can't be.
Zophar!
Princess of the Blue Star. That you haven't stayed in touch. But I'm very patient. I know that you will come around to my way of thinking eventually.
I will never submit to you.
It's the me. The me.
Oh, sweet Lucia. Why don't you ask her yourself? Oh dear, I've forgotten. You don't know where she is. What a pity.
Zophar, I will not allow you to corrupt this
Oh my god, all the sound bites are gonna come out now.
Dragon power, shine forth. Fill me with the strength of ages. Empower me to overcome the destroyer in our midst.
Uh-oh. And it's gone.
Lucia, that was quite unimpressive.
No.
I'm afraid I had to seal away the power of the four dragons. See very soon.
Get a pirate hat. Do I look like Zophar to you?
Universal domination.
Uh-oh. I'm bad.
I
I summon forth the power of me. The power of me is stronger than the power of humanity.
Darling, was it good for you? Now that I stripped you of your power, you are nothing more than a helpless bug waiting to be crushed. Save that precious breath, child. You want to find Althena.
Your work is unimpressive. It's like Soda sits in on my reviews.
so far. You can.
Yes, I can. Indeed you did. Indeed you did. And that was exactly how it went. I sat down with Soda, and I was like, we're going to do your review now, and your work is unimpressive. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. No, it didn't go like that. No mercy. Lucia, I have to Althena before... It seems that this Zophar fellow has cursed Lucia's soul. I like this fellow. He's a good man. I mean, and if we don't break it, she will die. And that would be great. I mean, bad. Hero, tell me I'm having a bad dream. Wake me up, please. Time is... I must...
Only Althena can. Zophar. Ugh. I can't even say it with a straight face.
Young lady, save your strength. You can tell us all about it later. Maybe one of my books will give us a clue about how you can break this wretched curse. Come, hero, we have to get her back to the house at once.
No problem, Grandpa. Let's go. What did I miss? I feel like I was missing some awesome debate earlier about Camelot. Where was that going? Let me scroll up here real fast before we continue. Tikald said there's a lot of talented people making those games. And Duke Darkwood said, I will back you up on something. Camelot's particular brand of charm is induplicable. Yeah, I would agree with that. The only thing with the Camelot stuff, once you start getting into like Shining the Holy Ark, and especially Shining Force 3, there's a ton of exposition. I think they could have really like cut down on the text. I think they're you know what I think? I think they were made for a time that came a few years later when all the voice acting would become commonplace in games, because it's just so much text to go through. I feel like it would flow better if some of it was voice acted. I think he's talking about Camelot games, Towie. Solid voice acting, that's the Zophar difference. Exactly. I love Shining Force. I love Shining Force 2. I love Shining in the Darkness. I've never played Golden Sun, but I've watched people stream it. I want to play it one day. And I do want to do the other two scenarios of Shining Force 3. I just remember the one thing that bugged me about Shining Force 3 in particular was there was just so much exposition. Like the pacing, I think, could have been tightened up, you know? That's all. That's my only opportunity for Camelot. I give them 4 stars out of 5. Oh, doodly... maybe 4.5. Yeah, I'd probably say 4.5. Doodly-doo. Did I... Yeah, here's a save, okay. We haven't threatened the spy, right? What do you think Zophar was talking about, hero? And why did he put a curse on poor Lucia? I don't understand any of this. Because I want to, mortals. I mean, here I'm scared. I'm like totally like split personality here. We're in the middle of something way too big for us to handle. If we hadn't taken the Dragonite Jewel from the ruins, none of this would have happened. Well, it happened. All right, everything's fine. See? Oh, doodle. Nothing is fine.
Oh, Fiddle, I suspected this might happen. The Guardian has been awakened. Oh, excuse me. Now we'll have to fight our way outside, kids.
Are you kidding, Grandpa? Look at the size of that thing. There has to be another way. The way? Oh, shit. It's a silly place. Now we gotta fight the Guardian. Doodle-a-doodle. Shame Nintendo has come out making shovelware Mario Sports games. I know, like, what the heck? They were capable of so much more. You saw that from the Sega days. The last one was supposed to be a throwback to when they were cool RPGs. Oh, the Boston music's so good here. Oh, sorry, Jake Fake Snake Kick. We don't have it yet. I wanted to get it done this week, but work just crushed my soul. So I promise I'll get it for you by Sunday. Shermai says there's a neat thing you can do with this boss fight. If you move him into and Gwen up and block the boss from moving, once both of them die, Ruby will kill the boss. Huh. Interesting. Oh, probably because of Lucia existing. But that's no fun. That's not going to be a fun battle if I do that. So we're going to do Post Sword. And we're going to do Fractured Armor. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to try it though. And the problem is Lucia's now very much in trouble. So she's not going to be super helpful in this fight. Doodle-a-doodle, doodle-a-doo, doodle-a-doodle. See, she's going to just keep hiding now. What did he say? Take that, you freak! What is that? What he said? Oh, he pushed his defense down. That's good. Doodle doodle. What did he just say? Can I do it again? Why am I being mean to Lucia? Because I have to be mean to Lucia. I am Zophar, the Lord of Darkness. I want to see if the defense goes down twice. It does. Okay, this is good stuff. Yeah, the idea is, so Zophar is the Lord of Darkness. He's the dark god. And Luna is like the god of love and light. Sorry. Althena, if you never played Lunar 1, sorry. Althena is the goddess of, love and life and light and all that stuff. And then Lucia is like a guardian and like consider her like the highest soldier in Althena's army, if Althena had an army. Like she's like the top person, but she's supposed to protect the blue star. And what's supposed to happen is she's supposed to stay asleep until the whatchamacallit, the blue star awakens. But she got woken up early. What's up, Duke Donuts? You should all follow Duke Donuts, by the way. Great streamer, and he's here watching us play Lunar, so I give you props. I appreciate you for being here, Duke Donuts. Duke is a great streamer. We may disagree on some RPGs, translations, but we agree that Duke Donuts has the best 70-bits, oh boy, the best neural nonsense, the best AI, the best signal chain, and he's got food. I could use some food actually right now. So please follow Duke. You'll have fun over there. Red Brown, thank you for the 30 bits. And for gigantifying the Duke Donuts War emote. Your support's appreciated. And yes, indeed, the thing did get broken. The thing did get broken. Duke, is that thing still ongoing or is that thing resolved? Rankasal says, you always thought that Lucia was a lesser deity under Althena. They don't really ever tell you like what her title is. I mean, Leo calls her the Destroyer, but I just view her as like the top guardian under Althena. That was how I always looked at it. But who knows? Maybe if there was a Lunar 3, we'd know more. Speaking of which, last night you were looking up Wizardry playthroughs on the Apple II and yours came up. Oh, Duke's came up? You always thought Lucia was Althena's daughter? They never explicitly say it. They don't say exactly how she's like who she is to Althena, other than that Althena put her in charge of watching the blue star. And Althena is very kind to Lucia when she talks to her later on, but I don't want to spoil, so. Anyways, here we go. We're going to do a little post-sword action, we're going to do a little heal litany, and let's see what we do.
Dodge this!
Maybe Malpo, it could be. I think they leave it vague on purpose.
We've got to keep our strength up!
Doodle-a-doo, it's doodle-a-doo, doodle-a-doo, doodle-a-doodle-a-doodle-a-doo. Oh dear. Yeah, we're holy shit. Okay. We're just gonna keep post-swording and healing. This way we stay alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive.
We've got to keep our strength up!
We've got to keep our strength up. Althena heals, Lucia deletes. That's true. Lucia was the task manager, oh god. Lucia's pressing Control-Alt-Delete on everyone. Alright, he's gonna have to do a calm litany now. That's gonna really crush our magic, so... Doodle-a-doodle.
Dodge this!
Doodle-a-doodle, doodle-a-doo, doodle-a-doodle. Doodle-a-doodle, doodle-a-doo. Uh-oh.
We've got to keep our strength up!
Doodle-a-doo. Oh, this is precarious, man. I don't know. We could have a serious problem now. Please don't kill Hero. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Doodle-a-doo. Doodle-a-doodle-a-doo. It's doodle-a-doo. It's doodle-a-doo. Doodle-a-doo. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Let's see, post sword. And let's do fractured armor. Doodle-a-doo. Doodle-dee. Doodle-dee-doo. Doo. They had the same hair color? Indeed. Damn, we didn't get the fractured armor off in time. Doodly, 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 doo. Alright, so we'll do post sword. We'll do a heal litany. Doodly, doodly.
Dodge this!
Doodly, 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 doo, doodly, doodly. Doodly, 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 doo. Doodly, doodly, doodle, doodle, doo. Doodly, doo. Doodle, doo. Oof. Oh boy. Post sword. I think he's out of healing. He's out of healing. Oh boy. Do I starlight myself? Or do I use healing? Shit. I'm gonna take a chance here and starlight himself. This is very dangerous.
Dodge this!
Oh, we got lucky. Right at the end there. Clutch again. 121 experience and 100 silver. Hero got a level. Alright. Oh, +2 attack, +1 defense, 2 agility, 2 speed, 2 wisdom, 2 magic defense, and a range. And Gwyn got a level. 1 attack, 1 defense, 1 magic defense. And we gained Shattered Sword. Reduces the target's attack rating. That could have been very helpful in this battle, but that's okay. We killed them faster because we kept dropping the defense. Thanks for the GG's Running Wild video and Melpo. Probably would have been explained had the series continued. Yeah, probably. Lunar 1 Dynamics comes with Alex having green eyes like a significant. Lucia has green eyes. So maybe it's like a bloodline of Protector's mother and Tyrus, possibly. That's a good catch, by the way, that you remembered that. That's absolutely a good point. Honestly, I think as far as first bosses go, Guardians up there is a tough one. Oh, yeah, he's no pushover. If we hadn't leveled, we might have died. Like, there's a good chance we would have died. Can I go back up here and heal? Let's see. Yeah, I think it'll let me. It's doodle-doo. It's doodle-doo. It's doodly-doo. Doodly, doodly, doodly. Alright, we're gonna do a little savey save here. Yeah, Lucia is not gonna be helpful at this point. Alright. Got our savey save in here in the 2nd floor Blue Labyrinth. And we got it savey saved. So that is good. But chat, it's 1 in the morning Eastern time. You know what that means.